Hmm. That's a little funky, huh? I can't turn my head because otherwise it gets a little funky. Realize? It's not so bad today. Yeah, it's still pretty bad. Okay. You know what? Do some behind the scenes stuff. I just wanted to make sure I was live before the turn of the hour there. Turn of the hour. Uh, did I update my stream title? I don't know. I don't know if I did. Uh, let's open the game so that I have hopefully some music going on in the background. Yeah, new game. Demo. Demon Bluff, which I thought was called Demon's Bluff, but thank you to Siven for telling me the real name of the game. And the only person who's allowed to watch, obviously. So we just got sound settings, which is fine. But also, it is full screen, so if I leave, it's gone. Hi, Siven! Unhinged? Yeah, we're playing Demon Bluff. I figured this is the one that you want. Like, you were asking for Blood on the Clock Tower or whatever. And that's what this one is. Like, the single player. You getting... No, no! That should not be funny, but I also think Joey would find that funny, so I'm gonna laugh. We're gonna laugh for Joey, for Joey's memory, because he's still alive. I mean, I still remember, he's still alive. That's good. We were glad. That was crazy. A Subaru ad of a car crash. Pour one out for the ones that are still with us. I'm gonna do some... You're gonna see some behind the scenes real quick, because I gotta fix maybe something. Alright, that seems like it's the right spot. Am I stupid? I could be. Oh, it might be just a little bit out of sync. It's really right. It's so close to being right. Maybe rotation like that slightly? No. If anything, it's slightly this way. Nope. Maybe it's perfect. Maybe she's born with it. Nope, I don't want that. Rotated like that. Maybe slightly. Yeah, let's try it like this. Chest. Fixed. It's fixed. No, it's just chest. Okay, it's fixed to my chest. Sometimes you can still hear him. Sorry to break the illusion of my little VTuber guy. Hi. Hello. Things are still kind of broken for me. I just gotta remember not to touch my boobs. Because apparently it still thinks... I don't know how to set them up. That's not... this should be when I'm touching my... touching myself almost just before, but no. Let's not touch myself on stream. Let's say that for the OnlyFans. And I can do that as long as people don't delete it. Right, the game is not gaming. The game is not gaming. The game is gaming, in fact. I don't know why I can't hear Babs' stream. Maybe y'all could hear Babs' stream in the background, but I still had Babs open. I told Babs that I was going to be muting her stream, start mine, basically. So I hope that wasn't coming through. But it might have been. It might have been. In fact, I can double check if it was. It probably might have been. I don't know. It's supposed to go into one of the channels that's not being sent to stream. Game capture. We're not playing wordplay. Doing Demon Bluff. Hi, Snudgely. Close. You're not Siven. Which means you're not allowed here, but that's fine. You know, you're allowed here. Just because you're not allowed here doesn't mean you're not allowed here. Hi. We should probably start with Bandle. A few letters off. Honestly, you got like a few similar letters in there. You got an S, an N in there, an E. You're not allowed. You're not a loud person. You're kind of soft spoken, if anything. I think you are, at least. That's how I choose to remember you. Guess who didn't change the time on my computer yesterday? Okay, like this one thing that I need from this game is to have a borderless window mode. That's all I need so that I don't keep cutting in and out the music every time I try to do something for the stream. Screams and soft spoken. So true. You could scream. I've heard you scream before. That sounds really bad now I say it out loud. I'm gonna take that one back. Maybe we should start the stream over? Maybe we should start again. There's a bit this game still needs, yeah. I'm complaining about a demo, and the part that I'm complaining about is it doesn't have borderless window, which makes it hard for me to set things up in the background while still having the music going. That's literally the only problem. But it's still a problem. So I'm valid and wanted, and people don't hate me for my opinions. I hope. There's people who hate me for my opinions. No, wait, I'm a complete centrist. That means everyone has to compromise and, you know, accept that I'm right. That means I can please everyone. Oh my god, I'm gonna be a centrist my whole life. That'll fix everything. I could really do it. I could really be a centrist. Here to be the walking vessel of blood on the clock tower information. Until clock tower. Yeah, I did I did realize that I'm like, I am doing this on your day for this. And I was like, maybe I should wait. And then I was like, nah. It's actually kind of funny to do it the same day. So so we're going with it. Yeah, sorry. That's great that you're streaming, but I can't be seen. I can't have you just showing up on my screen like that. Can set pop-up window as a launch option on Steam if you want to enforce borderless window. Like for every game? Can I just, or does that only do it per each one I go into the properties for? Because if that's like on everything, that'd be crazy. You were already playing Demon Bluff during Clock Tower? Crazy. Launch options per game. Okay, so I know about the per game ones. Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? Well, now that we're on Bandle, it's actually kind of better that it's not coming through. So, like, let's not change that while I'm in the one situation where I want it to shut up. So let's just get through Bandle. I mean, I say get through, but we love Bandle. It's like most of the point of the stream for half the people that show up. 1983. Do you think I can manifest Britney Spears again? That's Britney Spears wasn't even no, she was born. What am I thinking? She was absolutely born. But like she definitely wasn't making, well, she might have been making music. She wasn't like a celebrity, is what I'm trying to say. Child stars still sometimes have a child like before they're famous. Let's just go. We got some, this is a hard par 4. 1.2 billion views is actually quite a lot for a 1983, considering, you know, YouTube wasn't invented in 1983. That's a lot of people coming back to it in today's day and age. We can definitely manifest Britney again. It was crazy. Like, quite literally, that was the song spoilers for yesterday's Bandle, I guess. people sang both Lucky and Baby One More Time at karaoke last night, but not Crazy. I did bring up Lucky, though, so I'm glad that, like, I was thinking, damn, I almost said, like, I was thinking about it last night, but, when I was going, it could be one of the lesser-known ones that sound the same like Lucky. There was kind of a 50-50 if I just said Lucky or Crazy, and I kinda low-rolled that, sadly. Because if I did say Crazy before actually getting to it, that would've been, like, next level, but, you know, the powers of premonition only works my luck only goes so far before you have to, like, I don't know. I think Bandle has a Twitter that they tell you the today's Bandle on or something like that. So I guess you could go to that and find out what it is, but, you know, there's only so much I can do without openly making sure I know the song before I start playing, and that's kinda like that kinda defeats the purpose. Bandle spoilers? Yeah. Imagine playing Bandle, but going, "Ooh, I need to know what song it is before I start." Oh. Why is this giving, Wanna Be Yours, Arctic Monkeys, even though it's, like, 2 decades before? You know what I mean? Hmm. Not a lot to go on. I think I can kinda hear the bass. Is that weird to say? Like, not at the full, like, ring out, but, like, I can hear the non-electrical components of the bass guitar to it. That's probably just coming through, like, I guess it's probably a MIDI file anyway that it's going from, but, like, could it somehow have picked up like, an actual recording of, like, the drums being played, like, the sounds from the strings ringing out, like, on, like, an electric bass? Because, like, I'm hearing, like, "dung." Okay. I'm imagining it? Okay. Dung, 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 dung. Mm. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know. I kinda wanna skip to the next if I'm, like, hearing it. Let's go over to the bass. Come on, that's the sound I was doing. Dun, 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 dun. Nah, I was definitely hearing it in the drums as well. UQ streaming Trauma Center under the knife right now. You're gonna leave? I mean, that's fair. Like, honestly, that's kinda like, you kinda need to see how that goes. No, you don't have to leave, obviously, either, but, like, you know what? The VOD will still be up when they're done, I'm sure. That'll be cool. Can I stop streaming and just go to it? I wanna see someone do it fast. Not really, no. I don't think I'd need to go, because Under the Knife, that's the DS one, right? Second Opinion is just, like, the remake. They use 2 styluses? That's cheating, sorry. They're gone, sorry. That doesn't count. That's like going into an actual operation going, "I'm gonna use 2 scalpels at once, dual wield." No. That's cheating. Alright. Oh, I know what this song is. I think we've had this on Bandle before. And it's not I Wanna Be Yours, it's... Total eclipse of the heart. And I need you now tonight. And I need you more than ever. And if you'd only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever. And we'll only be making it right. 'cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can make it to the end of the night. I feel like that's exactly where it starts to build up to that bit. I think it's I was about to hit skip. I think it's Total Eclipse of the Heart. I think we've had this on Bandle before, which might be why it's so much easier for me to get it now. It is. Got it. All right. See the Muse stylist from 2005? Only person who knows the words to that. I feel like Bonnie Tyler probably knows it as well. I feel like there's a lot of people who know this song, to be fair. Let's hear it all. The heart is completely hidden. Sure. You know what? I'm glad that they are not quite, because like Total Eclipse of the Heart, I guess you could kind of get it, but it's not at least a one for one. Every single word is just like a synonym of the real word in the title of the song. But now they forgot. I want to hear the KK Slider remix though. That's tonight, and I need you more than ever. And if you'd only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever, and we'll only be making it right. 'Cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can make it to the end of the night. Your love is like a shadow on me all of the time. I don't know what to do when I'm always in the dark. We're living in a powder keg and picking up sparks. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start to. Once upon a time I was falling in love, and now I'm only falling apart. Nothing I can say. Total eclipse of the heart. It's her. You know what I mean? I was like really hoping that the words were like coming up, but it took me a while to get to the words that it was asking for the next part. So like I was gonna get the lyrics. Even when I don't know the lyrics, I'll just go like, this is the only one that works. I mean, I've gotten it wrong before. I definitely have. Hi. So which one of them is her? Because like I'm thinking like white woman jump scare. White woman jump scare is like the only one, because like I know she's white, so right away it's not them. This seems like it was taken too recently to be her, and I feel like she would look older. I think this is probably like a photo from the 90s of her, maybe the 2000s. Yeah, probably more the 2000s. So I think this is her. She's kind of got like the essence of like the big hair. Like not we're not quite at big hair anymore, but you can tell that hair has been through big hair. Like this hair has never touched big hair. So it's gotta be her. Bonnie Tyler Bourne. Whoa, okay. So it's probably gonna be a Canada special then. If it's not the US, then your your runner-up is usually Canada. No, Wales? That's so cool. I'm so glad that there's people from other countries in this world. Sounding so like US cool right now, going, oh yeah, there's other countries in the world. That's really cool. I'm glad that other countries exist. Such an American thing to say. Um, I guess I've just never heard her speak. Tyler just does not sound like. I mean, I get that it could be a stage name, to be fair, but like Tyler did not sound like a Welsh last name. But then again, I don't know like a lot of Welsh anyway. I just know like Popty Ping, Popty Ping for like microwave. That's about it. That's the extent of my Welsh. It's so funny. Let's go to Wales. We're going to Wales. That's fair. You do know Kutch. You're right. I guess that's old news. I used to only know Popty Ping, and now I know Kutch as well. What was the original title of Total Eclipse of the Heart when Jim Steinman conceived it as a vampire love song? It's gotta be Hearts. Yeah, it's gotta be Hearts in Darkness. If it's Vampires in Love, is it Vampires in Love? That'd be so funny, though. Vampires in Love would be a really good, like, now I just kind of like, do I pick the one that I think it is, or do I pick the one that I want it to be? And it's like, and there's no way to tell. So Hearts in Darkness sounds like, you know what? I've got to be honest. The way that I'm thinking about this is, if it was Hearts in Darkness, that's actually a fine name for the song. If they had to change the song name, it's probably Vampires in Love. And like these just don't exist to me. It's gotta be. Yeah. Thank you for not naming it that, but also, how could you not name it Vampires in Love? Look, we've all had bad working titles for our own like projects. It's fine, I get it. But my god, Vampires in Love is so funny. Ah. Which other song was released in 1983? Uh, damn, it's probably Nirvana. No, not 1983, it's gotta be the late 80s, if anything. Come on, bestie. It can't be that. I guess it could be, I don't know. I think we've had this one. That's another, UK hit as well. It's absolutely not you. Like, 100% that's the 90s. So my guess is it has to be between these two. And that's earlier, isn't that right? The 80s were a weird time of still being in 70s music, but also kinda getting to what I'd say current music, but I don't listen to current music. I'm still like a 2010s head, you know, like, not 2010s, but up to the year 2010, basically. So, I kinda wanna go Cruel Summer. Yeah, okay. Alright. It just felt like, it's like when the teacher goes, "When you think that there's more than one right answer, go with the most correct answer in the test." And then you're like, "That's stupid." But, you know, sometimes it sticks in there. Sometimes 10 years later or whatever, however long it is. In which album was this song released for the first time? Siven's saying yeah. Siven understands because they're the teacher. So of course you defend the teachers. I don't know why I'd need someone who's not a teacher to defend the teacher for it to be like valid. I don't know. I think it's probably more valid that you're in the situation. Uh, in which album was the song released for the first time? I think it was in Power Ballads. I think it was called Power Ballads, but I might be stupid. Uh, I do know that was around the same time, but I don't think it was the album. So I'm gonna go with Power Ballads. It really feels like Bonnie Tyler would name her album Power Ballads. No, Faster Than the Speed of Night. Actually, you know what? If I'd looked at it for more than like a few seconds, I do know that that is a name of one of her albums. But I don't know if she only has one album. It's crazy that we got we didn't get Vampires in Love. That the working title for that changed, but the working title for the album didn't change. Like, come on. The song has a perceived BPM of 65. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. I feel like Staying Alive is slower. This is hard, actually. Oh, Knocking on Heaven's Door? That's an easy one. That could be it. These are all really slow songs, so it's, like, hard for me to just, like, immediately say it's not one or the other. Just wanna, like, tap it out, you know? And now I'm just thinking, like, Bee Gees Staying Alive. Gotta, like, you do that. That to keep people alive or whatever for CPR. Just chest compressions. We don't do CPR anymore. That's old news. I'm one of the old heads who still knows. I don't know CPR. I mean, we learned it, but like I don't know it. You know, that was years ago, Betsy. What you're supposed to breathe into someone's mouth 2 times for every 30 chest compressions? How am I supposed to remember that like 20 years later? Of course, I'm not gonna remember it. That is like the first one definitely faster because you're supposed to like what is the isn't it meant to be 120? But like it's definitely slower than 120. This song is 60. This is such a slow BPM for this song. I really thought it would have been a little faster, but I'm guessing it's like I'm thinking of like on the half beats is a full beat, which would probably explain why I'm kind of getting close to it. But it could be. Someone's got to like explain to me like which one it is because I know I also think Knocking on Heaven's Door is actually faster. And I think my problem is I don't know U2 very well. I think U2 everyone knows like just these words from that song and that's about it. It's like one of those I'm going to upset the U2 heads in chat, but they're not a good band. They're not great. I mean, look, the people in it are probably fine. Bono's like seems like a great guy, but I'm just not. I don't vibe with their music. Yeah, and like then they put their music on our iPods and our iTunes without breaking the terms of service on their own platform. How am I supposed to? How are they gonna come back from that? Yeah, they forced an album on us in 2012. I think it's probably because like all these other ones sound probably faster. This one's definitely faster as well, but like only not that much. I think this is a lot faster. I kind of want to do the Office bit where they do "I Will Survive" instead of "Staying Alive." That's already taken. Uh, It's crazy that like because I watched some of The Office recently. I say recently, but it's been about 8-9 months. Because I was doing it for some research on a video that I never finished making, and some of you might know because you were a part of it. But I do want to get back to it. But it was just like by the time January rolled around, it was really hard to make a video where the entire crux of the video was making jokes about a DEI hire. Look at like a diversity hire, and I'm like, "Ooh, this is not the time for this anymore." So I just kind of had to like put it on the back burner. You like you too? Okay, all right, Joey. I gotta. It's them. It's not them. Oh my god, why did I even click on it? I understand why I got this wrong. Because I was thinking of the Bee Gees, and I was like, oh, it's the same speed as the Bee Gees, probably. I don't know why like the 65 had been replaced with like they're like I think it's 110 or something. And I'm like, that's about 110. You could probably do Sunday Bloody Sunday. Like I don't know the entire song, but like you could probably do that to someone for chest compressions and they'd stay alive. But not, not that that's all that chest compressions are. I mean, that is more than what chest compressions are. You want to actually call 911? or whatever your emergency services are. Some places still accept 911 because like there's so many American tourists that like it needs to redirect because everyone just knows 911 anyway. Yeah, no, that just I spent too much time just yapping that I just completely forgot which number I was aiming for. And that's okay. That's on me. Identify another song that uses only these instruments. Yeah, we've been there. Drum, bass, piano. The guy on the recorder, so crazy, like, wow. They'd be so mad if I went for that one. It could be you, huh? Bass, piano. I think no, they have guitar in there, right? No, or am I thinking of like other Queen songs? Is this one that doesn't have it? It's very piano heavy, I know that. Let's keep going. I do think it's probably Queen. Like, now that I look at it, I'm like, I don't actually... 100 degree... No, that does have... And it's in the chorus. No, because I was thinking... I think it has, like, a guitar solo. But that should mean it probably is in the chorus as well at some point. Yeah, it does have guitar, because I know there's a solo, but the solo is technically not a part of the chorus. You know what I mean? So I was like, is there guitar in the chorus as well? So like this is like a very, very specific wording. So I'm like, is there... And I don't know the guitar part in the chorus, because like the chorus is very much like a vocal and piano, like, I don't know what to call it when there's only two instruments, like almost a duet between them in a certain sense. And then I could see how there's just like drums and bass backing it up as well anyway. So I'm gonna do it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. No, I'm right. I knew that there was a guitar solo, but I also knew that like when I'm playing it in my head, there's no guitar in the chorus. You can't get that past me. That was a trick question. There's a trick question and I got it. Let's go. No one knows Queen like me. No one knows Queen like me. What's the frontman of Queen again? Eddie Murphy or something? Anyway. Alright, let's take, waiting for chat to catch up with that one. Call me out. But it's so hard to, like, leave that hanging. Sorry. Alright, fine. He's Freddie Mercury, I know. I don't know why I think that's funny. I just think it's funny because, like, he's got a similar sounding name, if not... It's not similar sounding at all, it's just, like, the right number of... Nothing? There's nothing. It's just kind of, like... There's some similar sounds. Actually, now that I think about it, it's not the same number of synonyms or anything. It's just a stupid thing to say. I gotta play the demo of Demon Bluff! We've been in here for 33 minutes and 33 seconds. Let's go. I don't unlock Endless yet. It does feel a little loud now that we're here. But let's change the settings out here because we might not have that kind of... You did turn the volume down. I'm gonna turn it down like this much. I don't know what the effects need to go down. Yeah, when you played it, like I kind of figured that's what you were saying. It's hard. I wish like everything like understood. I wish there was like we could say, oh, this is a factual 100% volume. You know what I mean? I know it doesn't make any sense. But I wish that it was like consistent across everything, but it's hard to make that consistent because it's just signal. It's just signal. I try to keep the music below 20 dB and my voice at between 0 and -3. Little bit of... It's not really between 0, it's actually between -1 and -3 usually is what I go for. If anyone wants to know the secrets behind my audio mixing, it's just kind of looking at the levels and going, this isn't the right number. And also listening into it and going, well, even though it's not the right number, I might need to do some stuff for perceived loudness anyway. Let's leave it here though. Let's play the demo. Let's no longer waiting. No more waiting. The deck building is coming soon. I need to get to Ascension 4 to get to Endless Mode, and that's where I'm going to spend my whole life. Reach the final village and die as few times as you can along the way. Each village unlocks new unique characters. So it's kind of like... I was going to say the demo, but I think I meant to say the tutorial, in a sense. Ascension 14 and Endless 180. Okay, alright. Okay, I get it. Some of us are just better than others. Some of us are more equal than others. Okay, George Orwell. This is my deck. These characters can be drawn and appear in your current game. Is this another card game? In a sense, but it's not going to be playing the cards. Each one of these cards represents an individual with, like, a role. So... I think... it's kind of like... they took the social out of my social deduction game. And I'm loving it! The deck building is coming soon, so so it will have a version where it is kind of like that. Okay, so the lover, learn how many evil characters I am adjacent to. Okay. Learn if closest evil to me is clockwise or counterclockwise. Okay. Learn equidistant if evils are at the same distance from you. Okay, I know what equidistant means. Like, I went to school sometime in the last 20 years. I think you could even go even further back, but like the fact, like, if I start going further back, then I might have forgotten. Okay, alright. Orky 9. Thanks for the first chat. You're going to the Shadow Realm. I wish I could just, like, make bots watch infinite ads or something. You know, the 3-minute ads, like, sending someone to the ad dimension, if it was just, like, bots, I'd make so much money. Get on that. We could make so much money together if you give me the option to punish one guy to get 3 minutes of ads. Not everyone. I could just send all of the bots my ads. Get back to me on that. Alright, they're getting banned anyway. I don't want them in here. The bots bring out the best in me when streaming, honestly. There's a blood on the clock tower info. Lover is the empath. Enlightened is the beta version of the... I am not going to pronounce that. I'm not going to even try. Which is super overpowered, by the way. The gemcrafter is the steward. You're so normal. Look, here's the thing. I love that you're telling me, like, how to relate this to a game I've never played or ever experienced. But I'm never gonna, like, I can't, that's not information that I can use. If I am evil or corrupted, I am dizzy. Okay, that's just it. You'll just confess. You're just like, you tell the truth all the time. Moral philosophers love you. Learn one good character. That's one for the, like, 2 people in chat. And there's like 2 people. There's like 3 people in chat right now, so like, that's like most of chat. One lie and disguise. I don't really know all of it. It's not like basketball game clutch time where I can hover over the keywords. Just the pitch for you to run clock tower. Okay, so you want me to learn this so I'd show up to clock tower. Like you running clock tower. Got it. And right click, more info. Oh, okay, that's actually... They didn't really explain that very well, or I didn't pay attention very well to that. Character info is false. Yeah, that's kind of... I understand the need to, like, highlight every keyword, but, like, I think that one was pretty obvious. But disguise pretends to be a different role. Oh, so when you appear as someone else, I won't know that you're... Yeah, of course, because otherwise I need to find who you are. Yeah. Oh, so we flipped the cards over. I thought they were just gonna tell me things. And then I flipped them over when I killed them or something. Okay. Because, like, you never flip other people... Well, sometimes you do, but like in Werewolf, you don't flip over other people's cards. You just have people claiming that they're one thing. And I guess that's kind of how they're doing it here. If they're claiming to be something, that'll be the card that shows up. Okay. You can click on cards to reveal their characters. This is character info. Use it to deduce who is evil. Most characters activate after reveal. Okay. Number 1 is good. Good to know. Maybe we should go to 1 first. But be careful, evil characters will lie about their role and info. But we only have 1 bad guy. So, like, saying 1 is good, if you were evil, you'd be lying to me. You know what I mean? And then we'd have 2 bad guys, because that means the guy you're lying about is bad, and you're bad. So there's no way you could possibly be bad. Is there a way to mark people? How do I mark people? When hovered over, you will see information like bluffs used by kill characters, info from previous days, or order in which cards were revealed. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, like a traffic light system. Yeah, I'm gonna mark him green. We should have looked at 1. No, wait, that means we can clear 1 as well. I think you're cleared. I don't even need to know who you are right now. Closest evil is counterclockwise. That's pretty sus, because, like, oh, well, if they're both good, then that means if you're telling the truth, it has to be you. But that means you're both... But if you're telling a lie, you're the liar. So, like, there's no need for you. I don't need to check 1 yet. You're good. You could be the only liar. And saying you're good. I need to know who you are. Closest evil is clockwise. So essentially, you two would be telling me that each other are evil. Okay. 1 evil is adjacent to you. Okay, so let's look at it like this. You can't both be right. You suggest that they're evil, which would mean you're right as well, and you're not bad. But if you were bad, you would be lying to me. So you're good, because you're cleared already, so you are telling me the truth. So you are a good guy, you're a good guy, you're the evil one, get out! In this mode, you can kill suspected evil characters. Yeah, get them out. Easy. No one's ever done a hidden role game like me. They know... They had no idea that I was coming. Guy wins, like, the easiest difficulty and then it starts going to their head. Learn a good character and its role. Pick 1 character, learn that they're lying. Okay. I can work with that. Number 2 is good. Okay, wait. How do I tell this? I click the cards. There's still only 1 bad guy in the deck. So, you're telling me someone is good means that you can never be a liar. So that means you are true. You are also true. Let's start with you. That means you're also true. So, closest evil is clockwise. So we know that clockwise is this way. So that means you're cleared by that, because otherwise you'd be equidistant. So let's see what you have to say. 3 cards away from What? 3 cards away from closest evil? Literally, you're the only guy that it can be. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you're cleared because this guy's cleared by them. We don't need any more information, it's over. I'm sorry, they gave me all the information in 3 guys! I register as a random evil minion to other characters, but that means you're not evil, or does that mean you're neutral? And we don't need to kill neutral characters? You do love executing people before flipping all the cards over. Hey, I didn't even look at who they were claiming to be. I was just like, you're dead, it's over. Don't even let them wake up. Just, like, stab them in their sleep. How we know they're evil. I mean, am I the bad guy? I'm not even giving them the chance to... Wait. We're not giving them due process here. I'm like a cop or something. That's so bad. What a horrible thing to learn about myself. Learn 3 characters, only 1 is evil. Okay. I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. So that essentially clears someone. Okay, we got the wretch out here. Number 2 is a real gem crafter. Well, give me... We only have 1 bad guy. We have a second perceived bad guy. But that still means we have the 1 bad guy situation where you claiming anyone is essentially good means that you're good because you can't both be evil. So, there we go. And then that means 2 is the real gem crafter. So, mark them. No evils adjacent to you. If you were lying, there'd be an evil adjacent to you as well. So therefore, you have to be telling the truth because that would lead to 2 bad guys. And it's not and you don't have the wretch next to you. If the wretch was next to you, there is a chance. No. We're still in the clear. You claiming you're good, you're also good because of them. They clear you. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Because everyone else is clear, other than you. Like, you're not clear right now. What do you want? You're completely clear. 4 is good. Yeah, they're already cleared. What do you have to say? Oh, no. So, you're good, because you can never be bad, right? I'd assume. Otherwise, that would be a horrible twist of fate. One game earlier today that I finished in 2 flips. They were both evil. Yeah, I guess sometimes you can just tell that, like, both of the things that you're saying are impossible with this deck of cards. Counterclockwise. So you'd essentially be claiming they're evil. But, wait. Pick one character, learn if they're lying. Oh, but I can't use you on each other because you'll just lie about each other. Unless I can use you to on someone I already know the truth, and if you tell me they're lying, you're the bad guy. You're lying. Get out of here. Oh, I'm a genius. New characters unlocked. I think we already had them. Oh, the twin minion. That means we get more than 1 minion at a time, I guess. Okay. Pick 3 characters, learn how many of them are evil. Okay. I like the Jester. Jester's kind of fun. Kind of a fun idea. Okay, let's go 8. No evils adjacent. So we do have 2 bad guys now, right? Okay, so like my entire premise of getting anything done is out the window. Good. No evils adjacent to you. Okay, I think we're just gonna have to see some of them. 1 is good. So you are intrinsically tied to 1. So if one of you is bad, then both of you is bad. 3, 7, or 6 is evil. So if 7... That means in this situation, 7 is cleared, because if you're evil... They're not cleared, but they're cleared from this. I need to see if 3 or 6 is evil to confirm. 3 and 6. 2 evils adjacent to you. That's ridiculous. But it's not impossible. No, it is impossible! Because if you are evil, you have to be evil. So that means you're literally lying to me. There's no chance. Because there's only 2 evils, except maybe we have... No, we have the wretch. Okay, let's see. No, you're lying to me! Which, does that mean... That means these guys are both good, because they would have a different number. They would just say 1 evil. Maybe, and like flip it. Wait, then that would be the truth. I don't know. I'm gonna go with this clears no one, maybe. We'll just go with it clears no one for now. The wretch. Okay. I'm gonna need everyone here. 6 is good. What do you mean? We've just established that they're evil. You were the last guy I picked. You could have heard, like, listened to me and seen that, like, there's literally, it has to be you and you. That was so stupid. Let's kill characters reveal their true role. Yes, thank you. That was so incredibly stupid of you to pick them. That was so stupid. The one guy that you could tell me was good that I knew by complete, like, I just knew 100% they were evil. You could have picked anyone else and I would have been there trying to work things out for 20 minutes. Do better! Okay, you're good. That's a little sus, but it's not that sus. Number 8 is good. So you and 8 are intrinsically linked. You've claimed to be good already. Wait, if you were evil or corrupted, I don't know what corrupted is, but if you were evil, you would just say I'm dizzy. So this actually clears both of you. 1 is evil, 1, 8, or 4. So it's not 8. Let's try 4. 6 is a real jester. That's possible. But it doesn't give us much yet. Okay, we got 2 jesters out here. Can there be duplicates? Or now I'm seeing duplicates, I'm like... I don't know. Did we have 2 confessors once, or am I thinking of a confessor and, like, a lover? I don't know. Let's just keep going around. Bombardier, what do you do again? I didn't actually look. You lose if you execute me. Okay, I guess just no chance I'm executing you then. The Knight. What does the Knight do? I kind of skipped over that, huh? I was gonna say, there's not meant to be a Knight here. You can't die. Alright, well, you know, a good start would be to, like, kill you, I guess. Actually, that's not a bad start, because you can't die. Okay. You're cleared. You're real. That means... 1 and 8. Good. And there's 1 evil between these. So 1 and 8. 1, 8, 7 are good. So 4 has to be evil according to you. But otherwise, if you are evil, what changes about what you say? Do you give me 2 evils and 1 good, or, like, what does that work? How, like, no, but then you would never be able to be evil, so it's just, like, you could be lying outright. Give me 4. 4 go... You and you are linked now. You have been linked ever since 6 is real jester. But, like, this suggests... But I can look at 2 people who are completely cleared. With the jester, and then one of the people that I think is bad. I think... You could be lying. No, yeah, I guess there's a way that you could be lying. Entirely. I don't know how to get this one. In the top right, you can see the number of each character type in play by default. Oh, okay. I see that now. I think it's... I don't understand how you work. Within 3 characters, only 1 is evil. But if you're lying to me, how does that work if you're lying to me? Does that mean none of them are evil? In this situation? If none of you are evil... Okay. All characters in my info. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's really important, because it's like... Okay. Okay, that's good to know, because that means 2 of them are cleared anyway. So we can definitely use at least one of the jesters to work out... We used both the jesters essentially doing the same thing. I think one of the... If they're different, one of the jesters is bad. But we know at least 2 of you are... So it has to be... You, and you. Wait, no. No, but then you'll just tell us the opposite. And I have to just do both jesters doing the same thing. Okay, let's do that. There are no evils between them, which makes sense, because if that would mean they have to all be evil, right? Yeah, they'd have to all be evil, essentially, in this situation. So you're cleared already, just off of there being none. That means you're clear, and that means 4 has to be evil. You are literally both evil. It's over for you. Say goodbye. Yes! Never play werewolf with me. Never do it. Or Blood on the Clock Tower, I guess. I don't know. The thing about that is that I'm sure I wouldn't have all the time to be the only guy talking as well. So I guess it's, you know, it's a little different, but, you know. Cannot reveal the last card, so if a witch is out there, we'll know immediately. Actually, we already know if there's a witch out there before we click. Learn how far a specific evil is to another closest evil. Okay, that could work. And you are in right now. It makes sense to put the people who we just learned about in for the next round anyway. Let's start at 8, because we tend to. A jester. Closest evil is counterclockwise. So that would suggest one of these guys. This one would be like equidistant or whatever, in a way. I don't know how that would claim it, but yeah, I guess equidistant would work. I don't think that clears you, but I think you're the one that I'm least likely to want to flip over with this information anyway. Because if they're lying, they could be bad. But if they're telling the truth, they can't be. And then, if they're lying, there's a higher chance anyway that it's someone that is... Oh, wait, how does equidistant work in this situation? I don't know. I gotta try. If evils are at the same distance from you, okay. But, like, what if you say equidistant and you're lying? Is it impossible for you to say equidistant if you're lying? Which then would clear you all the time. So that doesn't make a lot of sense either, huh? 7, 3, or 6. But it's only one of you. So let's just 7, 3, 6. Okay. And then you can't be flipped. Right click on the Empress. We've been here, right? All characters are good. That makes sense. All characters are good. Like, it's either 1 evil or 3 good. So you all already have a good chance of being good. Just in this situation. So I can then use the Jester on these 3 people. Okay, Bombardier. If it's just an outcast. That doesn't mean that they are... Not all outcasts are considered evil just for existing. It's just the wretch. Okay. I think I should use it on you guys as well. There's 1 evil. That makes sense. But then if you were lying, there would be 2 evil, and that wouldn't be possible. So you're basically essentially cleared. Both of you. Still a chance that this is one of the bad guys, though. Judge to see if someone's lying. I think we just try to kill the knight. I think that's like... Okay. So that means you're cleared. No, cleared like that. And that means it has to be either one of you. And that means it can't be 2 of the people left over. The judge... So it would have to be either of the judges or the enlightened. If we use the judges on someone we know is telling the truth, and they say true, then we know that they're good. If they say lie, it's bad. If you both say it's the truth, then you're bad. Which means closest evil counterclockwise would be wrong, and it would also be you. But, like, I could also kill you because I have that ability to do that? Is there a way to clear without killing an innocent first? I really don't know how this would work if it was equidistant, though. I kind of wish I knew what you said now. I think I played that wrong. Okay, no, but here's the thing. If we use the judges on... Not someone that we know. It doesn't need to be someone that we know. We're just looking for them to be the same. We're not working out if they're we don't need to know if they're lying or telling the truth. It will be apparent because they're telling the same thing, because they can't both be bad in this situation. Which means we should judge the Bombardier. They can't all be bad. Exactly. Hi, PP. Hi, I mean nay. So true. But if we do it, isn't it better to do it on... Because, like, if we just get... No, this will clear someone if they're both the same. And it'll do nothing no matter what. Yeah, no. This is actually better to use on you. Okay. You're saying the truth. That's a good sign. Is lying! That means you're telling the truth. Because now you can't be... So one of you is bad. That means you're good. You're a good guy, you're a good guy. You're evil, you must die. Okay. Minion is 3 cards away from closest evil. So does that mean they're a lie now? Because I killed them... I guess that is a lie. That means either one could be evil from this situation. Let me double check. I guess it really... I have kind of put myself in a situation where there's no way to tell which one. Wait, there is. You were the one that was saying truth. Because you're cleared, then yeah, you're telling the truth. You're an asshole. Get out. We did it. We are getting an ad though in like 10 seconds, so we might just wait that one out. And I'll talk to people who are subscribed, I guess. You know what? I haven't noticed, but I should be moving this. Like maybe here? I don't know. There's never anywhere good. New games these days don't have a good place for you to put your stuff out here. Yes, here's not bad. Would that be covering a guy? We'll work it out. We'll work it out next time. The one fake outcast is added to the deck view. Oh, that's actually so interesting. That might be covering a guy? Yeah, that's what I was trying to work out, but it doesn't look like it is. Because, like, I just realized, because, like, it's not important to always see this bit, and you can kind of see through, like, that's why I've made it so minimalist, but still nice to have it in a viewable position. Alright, so the ba means that we just get an extra guy in here somewhere. And it might be easy to work out what that guy is just by seeing everyone. We do have the witch, though, right? No, we don't have the witch. I feel like that would be a nightmare with the witch. No, we do have an ad. No, I'll just keep going, whatever. We'll just start, we'll bring out all the guys. Because we don't have a witch, so we can open up everyone. But yeah, welcome. Welcome, Skull. Welcome, PP. Playing a little bit of... What's this game called? Demon Bluff? I keep wanting to call it Demon's Bluff, but I feel like maybe that's something else. Maybe that already exists and they couldn't have that name. They took the social out of my social deduction, and it's better, question mark? It's better for it? Now that I don't have to argue with people? Now that I'm only arguing with myself? I'll kind of do that on stream anyway, like... So, it's kind of like perfect for me. They made this game for me. I don't think I made a single incorrect choice to kill a guy who's, like, real. New bit reward, pay like $10 and I'll just kill a guy at random. In the game, of course, in Minecraft, in Demon Bluff. Oh, it's kind of covering their words, huh? So yeah, that might still be covered. I don't know, girl. That might be still covering them when they're there. That would... Just put me there. I'm worried that if someone follows, something might be cut off, though, because it's a bit low. So we'll just leave it here. And I apologize to anyone who follows, and we're just gonna have to test it. I guess I could do a test. How do I test that myself? someone new follow while the ads are playing. Let's do stream. It's Stream Elements that does that. I'm so close to just making it cover the part that it was covered. Like, cause as much as that's like information, it's not that important. In the grand scheme of things, you can kind of still see what's happening behind it. Give me my overlays. Stream Elements. Get start. No, just I'm a real guy. I've already been here before. Just my ones. I don't want a new one. Give me my... Give it to me. You want me to start over? No. Go to mine. Go to my dashboard. Maybe that'll help. I haven't been to, like, Stream Elements in so long. It's one of these things where I'm like, I set it up once and then I forget. Update my details. Remind me later. Like, there's nothing actually to change, but... Give me my overlay. You? Edit? I guess I edited it. I have to edit it to do this. For what it's worth, I don't like, what was it? Stream Labs or whatever that was the evil one, the evil company. For what it's worth, they just were like, just go to our page and then you can hit the test button. You don't have to go through all these hoops. Alright. Emulate follower. So nothing happened. Cool. Do it again. Nothing happened. Okay, well, maybe we'll work it out as we go. Everyone's back from the ads. We love it. It didn't seem to, like, play the... Maybe it knows I'm live and it just won't do that while I'm live or something. Okay, so let's just go through everyone. Minion is 1 card away from closest evil. That means, like, they're next to? Yeah, because then it's 1, because, like, we had, like, 3 being, like, here. Yeah, so 1 is next to. I am 1 card away from closest evil. But then you could be a minion, which is not possible. Wait, do the minion... What do the minions do? They still lie, okay. I was wondering if maybe they don't lie or something, I don't know. 4 is a real hunter. Oh yeah, he is a hunter. Well, they are going to be forever linked then. You can see how many... 5 villagers, okay. We can't tell if there's meant to be more than 1 hunter or not. Which would be way too easy, I understand, but I just wanted to see if there was, like, an easy way to get through this. You can't die. I think it just makes sense to try to kill you and say that you're good after doing that. Because then that gives me somewhere to start. I am 3 cards away from closest evil. Okay. And I am 1 card away from closest evil. If you were both right, it would be you. But then you're closest evil, and then would be 1 away, so you would be correct as well? So it literally can only be both of you. Or is that not possible? Okay, then let's just keep going through the rest. Closest evil is counterclockwise. You say I'm dizzy, so you're actually already cleared. But that just seems way too easy, but... I mean... Hints cannot lie. You're evil or corrupt. Yeah, okay, so you're cleared all the time. That seems way too easy. I feel like there should be, like, a... You know, like an asterisk to that, like, there's, like, times where I will somehow lie. Or whatever. But I guess if you just say good, that's... But, yeah, no, there's no way you could possibly be lying. The closest evil is counterclockwise. Which makes sense, because you are considered evil, so you have to be good as well. So these 3 are good. But if you're both bad, you also have to be bad, so that can't be the case, because we only have 2 bad guys. Okay. So that means 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. One away is that one. If you're both right, then you're evil and you're evil, but you can't. So this can't be the case. You can't possibly be right. You have to be evil, right? Now let's just sus him. Which means you're sus, and that means you're one away, and then the minion is it's the only thing that resolves. It's the only thing that resolves. It's the only thing that resolves. Pick one character. If evil picked, execute it. That's interesting, because then I can... Wait, I don't need to use you on, like, a knight, because using you on a knight already. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Learn how many evil are adjacent to each other. Okay. We love a knitter. Ascension complete? Hell yeah. I might be the best to ever do it. Wait, I didn't read that. I just kind of clicked. I kept clicking. There's one evil, I guess is what that said. I think I just... I'm back. It was just that. Okay, whatever. But that means we have a witch, right? Yeah, we have a witch, so we're gonna not have someone, but it's possible to tell who matters for that. You are automatically good, which I guess is good news to have. That's someone to use for the jester. The knight. I think you might want to see if going to more info on the witch and looking at minion. Okay. Character type. Usually evil, has a 60% chance to disguise as a copy of a random villager or outcast in town. But then has a 40% chance to copy as one who's not in town? Maybe. Okay. Maybe that's it. Which means we gotta keep looking at who's meant to be here. The Confessor, the Knight, and the Jester are all supposed to be here. I guess we're going with these guys. The Wretch, that gives me some good info. Because the Jester, if we can clear the Jester, I don't know if we can. But we can already, we just kill you, you're good. Okay, that's 2 people who are good. And then the Jester, number 3 is good, that sucks. You 2 are linked forever. But the thing is, if the Jester tells us the correct answer to all the 3 we know, then that means they're... No, but here's the thing. I don't even need to ask you, because if one of you is bad, the other has to be bad. And if you're bad, then at least one of these guys has to be bad, so it's impossible. You're literally both evil. Oh. There's only one evil. Yeah, that's so true. Hey, at least you were right. Yeah. I really should have looked at the number of evils. Then you're evil. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I should have, like, not galaxy brain that, because, like, I kind of hit the point where, like, you're... It's the meme where it's like, if you're very stupid, you'll be able to work this out. If you're very smart, you'll be able to work this out. But if you're average, you're gonna get in your own way. That's the first good execution, yeah. But I don't think it counts, because it kind of led me to think that there was gonna be 2 bad guys, because there's been 2 bad guys this whole time. So I just kind of figured it wasn't gonna go back down. But, like, now we know that that's not how the mechanics work. Alright, the Scout, which is 3 cards away from closest evil, which means nothing to me right now. You're dizzy, you're already sus. Wait. What's your... Or corrupted. Corrupted characters lie and their ability doesn't work. They keep their alignment. How do I get corrupted? Is there guys that corrupt? One adjacent villager is corrupted, if possible. Okay, so yeah, okay, there's a guy who corrupts now. Why didn't it tell me anything about him? It's possible, but that means if you're bad, one of you guys have to be bad. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Alright. Well, here's the thing. Y'all are sus. This is impossible. Because you have to be evil or corrupted, so it has to be you or you. So this is possible, but we need to work out, like, that means that it doesn't clear you. No, it does, because one of you has to be bad, and that means someone, like, over here, here, or here? No, here is cleared as well. You're both good, hell yeah. Then give me the good info. I am one card away from closest evil, it's most likely you then. Nope. You are cleared? But, yeah, okay. But that means you could be closest evil now as well. But if you were, then you'd be equidistant. Oh, I think I need more information. I'm 2 cards away from corrupted character. Is that at all possible? It is, okay. How does the corruptions work again? Corrupted character will lie and their ability will not work. One adjacent villager is corrupted if possible. Okay, so if there's one, then there's not a second corrupted. You can't be lying, so you're not corrupted. So if you were to corrupt someone, it would have to be you, but we don't know if you're good or bad. If you were to corrupt someone, it has to be you, and it can't be you. But you could be evil. But if you were evil, either you or you have to be evil. This is ridiculous. This game makes you want a lobotomy. I want to get one too. We get a 2-for-1 deal. Is there like a not like a 2-for-1, but like there's got to be like a discount. Do they still do those? I hear they're bringing them back. I hear a certain president of the United States might be bringing those back. Not exactly, but like, you know, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised to hear that. Like that's just like in the next few days, we're like. President of the United States signed an executive order bringing lobotomies back. And he was quoted saying, "Make lobotomies great again." It's not funny. I don't know what I'm doing. Joey! Hi. Check DoorDash, yeah. Just wanted to say hi to Joey, really, because, like, Joey's been having a time. Nice to see you. Glad that you're just kind of chilling tonight. You know, you could have streamed and chilled, I guess. It doesn't matter, but, like, you know, it's good to see you here. Either way, I'm just glad that you're home safe. Like, that's like the absolute minimum right now. Let him cook? Yeah, he might make those. Make those lobotomies. The Joler, yes. Y'all think the the last president of the United States got a lobotomy? We finally beat Medicare. Sorry, it's just so funny that he said that. I will never get over that. 2 away from a corrupt... Wait, no! Here's the crazy thing! It's crazy. This game is the most frustrating part of your day. It's getting there. I want to kill a guy. I kind of wish I knew this guy and not someone else. I don't know. I really thought... You were telling me the truth. Of course you're telling me the truth. But that doesn't tell me anything, because you could also be 1 away. This was like the worst situation. To go, oh, I can clear these 2. Oh, of course. It's a guy that means that this being clear is useless. No matter what. Wait, you could be lying, though. That doesn't mean they're cleared. What? Why have I cleared them? Closest evil is counterclockwise. Because we know someone here is evil, and if they They can't be if they're telling the truth, and if they were lying, they're the second evil. Right. Okay, so that's true. That is still true. That hasn't changed. The Jester needs to get me out of the situation. I know you're good, I know you're good. I literally know nothing about you. I need information. I could tie it to you're good. You can't be corrupted. Me when I need information. I need the Jester to tell me this guy, and another guy, but no one else is cleared. And the thing is, I wouldn't even need this guy to be cleared necessarily, because I need them. They're gonna say, like, they're bad, obviously. So, like, they'd need to. I don't know. I guess I could try desperately to, Oh, wait a minute. No, there's a way to do this. Because it can't be both of you, right? It can be both of you. If it's both of you, oh my god. But, no, here's the thing. It's either... one of... No. No. You're dizzy. But then you could be corrupted. What? This is impossible to solve! Got your token for game 1 of Clock Tower. You get 0 information. It's how it feels. It's literally how it feels. As it turns out. Because, like, there's nothing here. There's nothing to tell me anything. I'm trying to work out... Okay, maybe I'm just not working with this piece of information. Which is 3 cards away from closest evil. So... we know... that you can either be lying... and be evil... and then it's... one of you... and you. Or... it's you and you... you or you... you, not possibly you. Okay. So it's... oh, I don't know. But then we can work out, like, which is which, because then we got 3 cards away. So if it's you... okay, no, there's some information here, because if it's you and you would be lying, so that cannot resolve. Okay. So if it was you and you... then you would be lying. No, you can't be... no, that doesn't matter, because you'd be equidistant. But wouldn't you say equidistant? You would say equidistant. Right? Learn equidistant. Yes, okay. So, if you're lying, you're bad. And that means you're cleared because it has to be one of these 3. And if you're bad, there can't be a third bad. So you're cleared. That's great. Oh, finally getting some headway out here. 2 cards away from a corrupted character that still means absolutely nothing to me. Actually, it could mean everything. Is the Jester a liar? No, the Jester is, learn how many evils are among 3 characters that I pick. So, but if they are a bad person, it will just be a lie. It'll be inverted. They'll say the bad people are good and the good people are bad. So what you can do with the Jester is say, oh, I know this person's bad because the minion registers as evil to all characters. Even though they're good and I don't want to kill them. So, like, they're essentially cleared, but, like, they'll sway, like, what they get. So if I know you're good, and I know you're good, and I know you're good, then I can use you to go, okay, because I know that there has to be one bad guy here, according to you. If you tell me something other than that, you're going to hell. And then, let's just do that anyway. Do I know you're good? No, yes, I do know you're good. Because of this. Yes. So I do know you're good. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that. Because y'all are good. There are 2 evils. You're literally an asshole. No! We've been doing this based on wrong information for the last 20 years. Okay, so... Well, that clears... that clears you. Why did I think this clears you, then? Because, Because you could be bad. No, because you can be bad! Because you could just straight up be bad. And then you would be evil, as well. And then you'd have to be good. No, that means you can be bad still! In fact, that means you have to be bad, because it has to be you two because of this. Because of what I did, and you are corrupted, you've corrupted them, you cannot corrupt them, it's over. Because when I did the 3, I wasn't including the fact that if they're not corrupted, then that guy is still... Well, then that guy is still possible to be a bad guy, whatever. I needed information, and I'm willing to kill a guy if it's... you know... It's better that one innocent man dies than, you know, 2 evil men go free, you know? We all know the quote. Pick 2 characters, learn if any of them are evil. Okay. Learn that 1 out of 2 characters is a specific minion role. Okay. Start here. Do we have a witch? We just got 2 minions. 2 minions kissing. So we can do everyone. 2 cards away from a corrupted character. Good to know. There's the judge. 5 or 3 is a minion. Okay, so then you're sus for saying anything. Just for being a tattletale. And then that puts sus on you guys as well. Let's do 5 and 3 then. There are no corrupted characters. That could possibly be true. There's literally no possible way that people are corrupted. So you're literally lying to me. So you're right. So you're telling me the truth. You're literally evil. You were right. And then you're also evil. Because there's no way to be corrupted in here, right? There's literally no way to be corrupted. There's no way to be corrupted. There's no way to be corrupted. You're dead. That was such a stupid... That was such a stupid thing to say! You're incredibly stupid! That means you're telling me the truth, which means that if you were the bad guy, you would tell me they're bad. But it has to be one or the other, so you have to be telling the truth because there's 1 guy left, and it's not possible for it to be 2, so it's literally you. Why was the last one so hard, and that one was like the easiest one we've ever gotten? Game start, 1 good villager is corrupted. Okay, now we got a neutral guy that does it. Okay, maybe that changes everything. Pick 1 character. If it's corrupted, learn an evil character. Oh god, so I just have to pick the guy you corrupt, or, you know, it doesn't have to be that guy. Villages to the left and right of me, range 2, are cured from corruption. Learn how many I cured. Okay. Which one of those did we get? Both of them? Plague Doctor. That's it. Okay, that's fine. There's a lot of, like, evil around. Ooh. Returning chatter. Don't know why my, chat didn't scroll on its own. Hello! Hi, Raphael! It doesn't have to be the specific player corrupted by the Plague Doctor. Yeah, it just has to be a... But, like, the idea is that you would essentially just find the one that they're corrupted. Well, actually, it's actually better if it's not, because you have more information on someone who's adjacent to someone than someone random. What's this game? This game is called Demon Bluff. It's the demo at the moment, but, like, it's good enough to play. Siven mentioned it yesterday, and I was like, yeah, I've seen it. I wasn't sure if I was gonna touch it, but, like, if people were... You know, I trust Siven to know what's good, so if the demo is good enough to play, it's good enough to play. How it works on Clock Tower, yeah. But, like, you could see why they're it's just kind of their motif is like all the corrupted thing going on, so it doesn't need to be their one. You're a clock tower fiend. You just love lying to people. That doesn't mean that at all. Closest. I love lying to people. It's what's the main goal? The main goal here is to. So this is essentially a roguelike version of every single social deduction game. Like hidden roll, like lie to your friends, like werewolf or mafia. But instead of it being with your friends, they took the social out, and now it's just deduction, and I gotta deduce between NPCs, essentially. I don't know why the returning chatter bit is making my, my chat not scroll, but get on that, Twitch. No, I don't want to do that. I didn't click on it. I didn't click on you or none. One is evil, 1, 4, 5. What do you do? All characters good, right. So, at least 2 characters there are good, so that's good. Good to know. 1, 4, or 5. 1, 4, 5. There's a good chance that they're good, but we're still marking them like this. Closest evil is clockwise. So if it's you could also be evil and or corrupted. You could corrupt anyone, so this changes like the entire game, huh? The Slayer is out here, but you could be corrupted. What happens when you're corrupted? If lies, I cannot kill my target. So, okay, you can't kill... So, I was worried that your ability means, like, if evil picked, I execute it. But if good picked and I'm corrupted, I kill good. That would be really bad for me. I think. But, no, I think that's the better way to do it. I cannot kill at all if you're corrupted. So... what I would do is probably use you on someone that I'm suspicious of. Let's check. We got... no witches. No witches? Sorry. No witches, so we got... 2 jesters out here. The Ba hates me. Oh, we can if we can find the corrupted, we get bonus points. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Well, like, it still rhymes. It's still similar. It's still a good meme. I just kind of have to pick a starting point. So you guys are all, like, linked in some way. You could all be... so, wait, at least one of you is bad. And by at least one, I mean literally only one of you. Wait. Do you show up as evil? No, you're... just because you're an outcast, it's only that one outcast that shows up as evil. You could still be a bad guy disguising yourself as a neutral guy instead of a good guy. Okay. I thought maybe I cracked the case wide open, but instead, no. It's still just as hard as it was the second before. I could ask the jesters the same question to work out if one of the jesters is bad. I wouldn't know which jester is bad, though. But I could kill using a Slayer, but then the Slayer could be corrupted, and there's 2 chances that the Slayer is corrupted. Like, it's actually not even just 2 chances, it's like possibility that, like, either of you are corrupted has a chance to corrupt them. It's a 50-50 either way. It's actually it's actually more than 50-50 if it's like both of you are bad, I guess. Well, like both of you are bad. But then there wouldn't be another one next to this, so then it goes back to... yeah, so there's like a 2... yeah, so then that's a 1, like, just like a... full, like, 1 chance, and then 2... there's like a 2 in 7 chance that you're corrupted, so I don't know if I can just use that as information. Or should I use that as information, and then the second I make a mistake, it reveals everything anyway? I think that's it. I think the second I make a mistake... like the art on the cards. I think it's a good style. I'm really enjoying like the vibe this game's giving. For literally a game where you're just trying to puzzle out. It's just kind of like a puzzle game, really. But they really make it fun. I don't know. I like the this could really suck if like it didn't have like the animations, the sound design, and the art design. And I think that's doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Because like even though it's a good game, if you didn't have all that, it'd be just click on, you know, cells in an Excel document. Yeah, I just like going over them, just going so satisfying. It's essential. You would know that as a game developer. Like, so like I understand that you know what you're talking about here. I think I do the jester thing. I think I do the jester lineup. I don't need to care about who. So, crazy detail here that I'm kind of missing is that the people who are marked as orange, only one of them can be bad. The people who aren't marked as orange, only one of them can be bad. So it can't be both of you. So if it's neither of you... Okay, so here's the thing. If we do the thing with the jesters, make the jesters just do the same thing, then if they say opposite, that clears you at least. If they say the same, you're dead. And then we can work from there. I think that's still the right way to do it. I don't think it matters who we do. I'm gonna do Enlightened, Plague, and Judge. Okay. Enlightened, Plague, Judge. There's one evil. You both said the same thing. You're going to hell. What? How is that wrong? You could be corrupted. That means one of you's corrupted. That means we use the Slayer. But they could be corrupted too. You couldn't kill Siven. That's great. That means you're either good or... Okay, so let's... Siven is not corrupted. It is over for you. Unless it's you. Okay, unless you were corrupted. In that situation. No, that means I should have just... No, but then I couldn't have... I think that was still the best way. I think that was like an 80% chance or something. Like it was still like a higher odds that I do it that way. That means you're good. There's now one evil among 6, 5, and 4. If there's one evil among you, you're dead. We already knew that it can be you if you're alive. But that means that essentially clears the Slayer and you, because now it has to be one of you two. And Siven wasn't corrupted. What do you do? I always see myself as not corrupted, even if I am evil. Pick one character if it's like how do you do if you're evil? Oh well, all I do is just ask the judge if the good jester is good. You're lying. You're going to hell. What do you mean? You were good? How could you both be bad? You were corrupted? You're all good? Okay, yeah, that's fair. Look, they threw a big curveball in there. I gotta start the ascension again. I think there was just no way to comfortably get that right, because there wasn't enough information on the board. Alright, we know some of these guys. And I think that's what happens when you have, like, a game that's, like, a roguelike. Is sometimes you're gonna be put into a situation where there's just a no-win situation. Closest evil is clockwise. Possibly. I am one card away from closest evil. Which is one card away from closest evil. What do you do again? Learn if any two of them is evil. If any of them... I said any two of them. Pick two characters, learn if any of them are evil. But you can be corrupted. I can't trust anyone in this world. I can trust you. I guess you could have been corrupted and I just killed a good guy, but like there's... Then I just cure them when they're dead, right? Is there anyone that's... Oh, okay, so... You are possibly evil in this situation. I don't know. Which is one card away from closest evil? Okay. I think I have an idea. I think I do you two. 7 or 6. So, but if it's both of them, you could still be telling the truth. But you could be the bad guy. I don't know, let's just... check if you're corrupted? Not corrupted. I'm just gonna choose to believe you. I think. And then witch is one card away. So... But if the witch is one card away... then it has to be you and you in this situation. Because you would have to be lying. Because unless it's both of them and that's like... Oh, I guess it could. So it could be you and you. It can't be you and you, though. That situation can't happen. Which would mean you could happen. I think they're good. I think I'm losing my mind a little bit. I think I can't tell what's going on. So which is one card away from closest evil? So if it's you, then it's you in this situation. So it could be both bad and good. Then everyone's good. It could be you... then it'd be both ways. And then it's you... You can never be evil in this situation. No, because you can be evil here. And lying. I'm killing one of these guys. Well, you're also dying now. Well, you were evil. No, you were corrupted. Well, that's cool. I'm gonna, like, run some ads real quick. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back. Sorry. Bye, everyone. Hello. I'm back. We shouldn't be, running an ad for the rest of the stream now, because we have the pre-rolls off for a long time. Hello. Welcome back. I'm gonna keep doing more of this. I think I've been a little out of it, but like we're gonna get there. There are 2 evils among all characters. Find and kill them. I know how to do that. The only time you say you're good is if you're good. So that's a good place to start. I could kill the knight, but that doesn't matter. I'm glad that they're starting me off on some easy ones, because this looks really good. Don't do that to me. So you're saying 3 is good. So 1 and 3 are now linked. That's not bad, but I want it to be here. The Jester. We could do, like, the double Jester thing, but, like, once again, we could have corruption going on. Right? Because you can be... You could be corrupting. We don't know if we have the Wretch. So we had the Witch and the Ba, which is, like, the bad combination the combination that I didn't want there to be. Combination that's gonna kill me. Did we see a bard? We did see a bard. Okay, so we got... Who haven't we seen, other than the two of these guys? We've seen bard, gemcrafter, knight, jester, and confessor. We've seen all of you. How have we seen literally all of you? Yeah, okay, so that's just all of you. We just haven't seen either of you. The last one is either Plague Doctor or Wretch, which really sucks to not know. Because the Wretch... I don't know if the Wretch can be evil and evil. I guess it can. The Plague Doctor would then tell me if there's anyone lying for, good reasons. I think the only information we have is to start at the Jesters. Maybe we start at the Knight. I know, but this will give us information if they die. Okay, alright. If they were good and they died, that means they were corrupted, and then we could tell that this guy was a corruptor. Which, like, it was just the only way that I was gonna get anything in. Then you're 3 cards away from a corrupted character. Okay, so if you're telling the truth, either of these guys, the 3 is good, then you could be bad, while this is still a good person saying good. Okay. And then you're also 3 away, so then I have to test if you're gonna say something that we know or not. So, like, that means there's 1 bad, 1 good right here. So... we could do one of the Jesters in this situation. I think we do good, bad, Jester. Then we can work out information later based on it. But I want to see if you're going to say... there's 0 evils. Okay, good to know. Then there are 0 evils. So if you were lying to me, you would have still told me that there was an evil. If you were lying to me, you would have still told me that there was an evil. And if you were good and corrupted... So, like, you are both cleared. You've cleared each other. So that means those 3 are good. And that means 7, 6, and 4. Yo, that's so true. Who would have known that 6 was evil? So you're lying to me. So that means you're telling me the truth, right? So one of them is corrupted as well. So one of them is evil, one of them is corrupted. Trying to work out. So yeah, it's still that they're linked. So that means one of you has to be bad, one of you has to be corrupted. There cannot be two corrupted. Therefore, you're good, which doesn't really mean much. It means you're right, which means you're not corrupted. And if you were corrupted, there wouldn't be another corruption anyway. So you're good and uncorrupted. And that means it's literally a 50-50. But you are telling me the truth if that's the case. So that's 1, 2, 3. You're corrupted. You're literally evil. It's over for you. You've been killed. Oh my god, it's, Owl House time! Counselor. Game start. One villager becomes an outcast role. I sit next to an outcast. Okay. My disguise is a good villager currently in play, but you're a neutral guy that I don't want to kill. But then you could be lying? But that doesn't make any sense. That wouldn't help me. That's not good. Why would you do that to me? The doppelganger is crazy good? Okay. Well, we don't have them today. We do have a Ba and a counselor. We can flip everyone over, which is nice. Slayer's there. The plague doctor's there. 9 or 1 is a counselor. Literally the weirdest thing for you to say. Because that just... No, but like, you can't be yourself. Wait, Oracle. If lies, both characters in your info are good, so you could be corrupted and good. If you were evil, you wouldn't tell on yourself. You have to be corrupted. You're not corrupted! What does the counselor do? Does he not lie and I'm just stupid? Okay, so it has to be the Slayer then. Okay. Adds an outsider and sits next to the outsider. That's true. So therefore, you would have been him. But like, it's a possibility. Why would you implicate yourself here? That's really weird. So it's like, if you were lying about... How do you lie? That's a good question. I should double check. If you lie, both characters are good. So there was no chance of you being bad in any situation. Okay, that makes sense. So I didn't need to use you to confirm. You already confirmed yourself. That just meant that there was no other situation. So you are good. You are clearly evil because you are dead. Well, not that dead people are automatically evil, but you cured 1 corruption. Well, no, you didn't. Counselor adds an outsider and sits next to the outside. Never really put together that logic until now. It kind of clears themselves. If they are themselves being able to, if they are able to say themselves, then there's no possible way for them to be evil. So yeah, that means that's you. 4 cards away from a corrupted character. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not true there. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could be corrupted, and therefore you think you cured corruption, right? 2 villagers to the left of me and 2 villagers to the right are affected. To the left and right of me, range 2 are cured from corruption. Well, you think you cured corruption in this situation. It's a possibility, but I don't know how that works. You think you cured a corruption. I don't think, like, because you... No, you can still... You can still put down a corruption somewhere. Okay, no, but here's the thing. If you're not corrupted, you could have cured them. But if you aren't corrupted... No, but if you are corrupted, then so that you can't be corrupted at all. But you could be evil, so let's just put the rest of these guys out here. 2 is the real alchemist. We'll just draw a line between them. That's why I remember they're there. The judge needs to be able to judge. well, you're not lying. But I think you're good, because you've turned them good. So we're just gonna go with that, because that's the only information I have. One villager becomes an outcast, and I sit next to the outcast. So you must be good. Or you weren't corrupted. So, like, literally, you're the only one that could possibly corrupted in this situation. So that clears... It doesn't clear you. It shows me that you can't be lying unless you're evil. Unless you're evil. If any of them is evil. Okay. So then we can judge either... If I judge either of you, I can judge you and see if, like, you're gonna lie to me. If you're... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't be corrupted. You would have to be corrupted in this situation. You corrupted someone. It's most likely to be you. You think you cured one person. If you were corrupted... You can't be corrupted. If you were corrupted, they would then say 3. And 1. And you would be telling the truth. So you're only telling the truth if they're lying. But if you're lying, you could be corrupted, which clears you, which then tells me literally nothing, other than for some reason that makes me feel like I trust you. Because you could be lying if you're bad. But you can't be bad. Because if you were bad, then you wouldn't be corrupted, and you would be lying to me, and there'd be 3 bads. So you're... If you were bad, you have to be bad. So that means... That means you're a good guy, but that doesn't mean that you're... You're not corrupted. But if you were corrupted, you could cure... If you weren't corrupted, you would cure one of these guys in this situation. We can work out if you're corrupted. We can work out... 2 is a real alchemist. No, because if we get a different answer, that doesn't mean that one of them is corrupted. It could be one of them's the bad guy. If we get the same answer, that would mean, like, both of them are good or one's bad and corrupted. There's no way to unravel this little mystery here. The judge... I think I just need to rule out the judge on a guy that I already know. Or do I tie your fates together? Because if you tell me they're telling the truth, then if you were lying... But you could be corrupted. But if you were corrupted... No. No, yeah. Then you'd be covering for each other. Because you'd be lying. You would be corrupted. You would be lying. So no, that's not possible. Because then you would be evil, and then you'd be evil. It doesn't resolve. You need to check you. They're telling the truth. Okay, so that's the only way... I think that was the only way that could resolve. So I didn't even need to use it, actually. So either way, we're gonna go, you're good, you're good. That means one of you are, like, literally the devil. That means you're telling the truth. One of you was corrupted. But you're right, that means they're the real alchemist, no matter what. So you're good, you're literally Satan. Yes! We didn't even ask Satan any questions. We were just like, that's it. That's it for you. I disguise as a random not-in-play villager. Okay, so the drunk is gonna change my entire life. Good to know. I am corrupted and I lie. I cannot be cured. That's so sad. I cannot be cured. It's so bad. I promise you, if you have an alcohol problem, you can be cured. You can get better. You need to take the steps to get better. Pick 3 characters, learn 1 random outcast among them, if any. Okay, maybe that'll mean something. What do we got in here? Got the boss, we just get to see an extra little guy. 1 fake outcast, so specifically a fake outcast. So, like, we should be able to just throw everyone out here. Unless, like, they're disguising as... Okay, you're good. That means you are good. There's no chance that you're not good in that situation. You've cured 0 corruptions. That's possible. 4 is a real plague doctor. Let's go with sus. I'm sus on that already because you've named another guy. Yeah, you're cool. Okay, so you exist. Who do we got? We got Ba and 2 minions. 2 minions kissing. Okay, so there's 3 evils. That's gonna be important to remember. The Jester. The Slayer. If evil picked, I execute it. Like, I feel like that's a good, like, person to start that on, but, like, let's leave it for now. Because it clears the Bombardier, which gets rid of a lot of anxiety. But 1, 7, or 5... 1, 7, 5. Okay. So there is the Plague Doctor. In here. So that means someone's corrupted. It could not be you. Because if you were, you wouldn't cure yourself, and you would be telling the truth. So you... And then you obviously haven't cured anyone. So you wouldn't say 0 unless there's actually 0. Right? I think so. Unless you've cured people and you don't realize you have, because you're corrupted, but then you wouldn't cure people. That's how that works. So, you're all not corrupted, at least. So that means if you're... I don't know. What happens if you're evil and I ask you to kill someone? You cannot kill your target no matter what. Okay. Because I'm like, if you're evil and I ask you to kill them, do you just, like, kill us all? Do you just go, that's it, we're all gonna die? So it makes me feel pretty confident that one of these guys needs to be... I mean, you could be a liar. I mean, if you're a liar... If you're a liar, this starts to make a lot more sense. But, like, then, you know, it's still possible that it's one of you guys. We'd need the fortune teller to tell us something. You're good. I basically need to clear someone. Tangled web of lies here. Okay. You've cured no one. We can accept that. I need, like, more colors to go... You're good, you're bad, you're evil. You're corrupted, you're not corrupted, you could be corrupted. I need more, I need, like, another marker on the other side. Like, one for if they're evil or if they're corrupted. If evil picked, execute it. Yo, no, but, like, if I choose you... This starts entangling things a lot. I'm gonna try you. Couldn't kill 4. You could be evil. You could be corrupted. If I do this, then they'd be like... They're lying. How does that work? If you were evil, you would tell me... They're lying. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Two is evil. No, wait, no, that's not a lying, that's a corruption. What? 2 is evil, 5 is corrupted. So you couldn't kill... What? But if you were corrupted, you won't kill no matter what. Okay, so if 5 is corrupt, what would you do in a situation where I always see myself as not corrupted? So 1 good villager is corrupted. What do you do when you're evil, though? If it's corrupted, learn an evil character. Okay. You're corrupted. That doesn't change anything. But, like, that gives us a way. I think maybe what I did was the most stupid thing in existence. Because, like, you're not a judge. I don't know why I thought you had the judge power. I think that's what I must have done. And I'm just happening upon that 5 is evil. No, 2 is evil. That means you are evil. We're sussing you. You are now sus. Okay, so you are now sus. Hi, Bryn. We're going to just use both of these guys, right? But wait, no. Who is evil? I don't know, girl. I guess I could get you to pick yourself in this situation. But then you would that was what something that a guy who's not evil would also say. Anyway, so I need this, and what? I think you're a real plague doctor, so I think that basically says that you're good. There is 1 evil. You're literally evil. You're not evil! You could be evil. It's over. What do you mean? Okay. Like, my brain looks like this when I play this game. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I think I'm the smartest guy in the world. Other times I play this game. 9 is good. You're sus together. You're now together. Who are the bad guys in my life? We got a witch, a Ba, and a minion. 2 cards away from closest evil. Let's just see what 2 is over here. Evils are not adjacent to each other. Okay, that's actually interesting. We need 3 guys. Don't get attached to thing. I don't want them to lie to me either. There are 2 pairs of... Ah! There are 2 pairs of evil. Evil are not adjacent to each other. One of you's lying to me. One of you's corrupted. Or evil. You're not corrupted, right? Okay, you're good. We got somewhere to start. Does 3 do anything? What are you? Learn 1 random outcast among them, if any. What do you mean 1 random outcast? What does an outcast do? What? The doppelganger. Oh, okay. Do you lie? I disguise as a good villager currently in play. But you're good. You're not... I don't need to know. It's fine. I don't need to kill the doppelganger. So it'd be you or you, according to this guy. Which makes sense. It could be both. No, wouldn't it be, no, you don't say equidistant, that's the other guy, that's the medium or whatever. Day 2 is over, you're back. This hurts my brain. I don't think there's enough information in my mind. If there's 2 pairs of evils, I need to plague doctor one of these guys and hope that it amounts to something. You can't die, and that was true. So I don't want to use the plague doctor on you. Like, my best bet... Oh, wait. I could use you to work out which one of you might be a doppelganger, but then why would the doppelganger matter in this situation? Because you would still do the same thing. What does the doppelganger do? Start over. A disguise is a good villager currently in play. Always consider themselves as a disguise role. Okay. But does that mean you lie with your disguise, though? Like, that doesn't seem like you lie. What? I don't understand this character. I disguise. It doesn't say that you lie. So you don't lie. So if you were a doppelganger, you both would say the same thing. Did not kill the demon. And the doppelganger does not lie, exactly. But so... is in play mean in the deck, or does it mean in play? I need to know who's here. Okay. My best bet on someone who is corrupted is one of these guys, at least. So I think I should start there. I could learn if someone's an outcast, but what does that do for me? Around in the circle, okay. I know you're not an outcast. So I could do you and I think I need to know. I think it's actually better if I know if you're the doppelganger than if either one of you are for sure. You know, I'm gonna try it. I need to know you're a doppelganger. I need to pick 3 characters. So I need another guy who's for sure. No, I can't do this. 9 is good. And 1 is good. And they are constantly in play here for each other. I got the Ba, and I got a witch and a minion. Wait a minute. 1 fake outcast. That's the point. We have 1 outcast out there. We don't have a doppelganger. That's what I'm missing. Yeah, the deck is possible rolls. Okay. So the doppelganger is not in play at all. One of you is either corrupted or evil. So what I probably should do is use a plague doctor on one of you. It's the only way to not kill you, so I'm gonna start with 2 pairs of evil seems like the most unlikely here. So I'm gonna start there. Not corrupted. Could be evil. You know what, just do the same. Couldn't kill 4. But they could be corrupted. Which means what I should have done is make sure you're not corrupted and then whatever. There's now a higher possibility that this is the truth than you, though. But you could still be corrupted. And if that was the case, you couldn't kill 4. So if you couldn't kill no matter what, it's possible that you could be evil, you could be evil, you could be evil. I think I have to start killing the Slayer. I think the Slayer is the most suspect right now. Okay, good. And that wasn't like 100%. That was just like the most likely on the board now that we have all this information. And that means that you're complete, like that. Given that that was one of the other final nails in the coffin, it would have to be you. You're good. So now it means that either you or you are bad. Could be both, but it has to be you. At least you, if this is the truth. And it should be, because it's either you, and you, or... No, it could be you, and you, huh? That means you would be right. And then you would be corrupted. But you were not corrupted. So this has to be... This could be a lie and you could be evil. No, but the 9 is good. You would have to be corrupted. So, like, I have to start with you. Okay, well, they were corrupted. Good to know. So, that means you're evil. Because we know you're corrupted. We know that you have absolutely lied now. Okay. It was either one of those. And it could be you or you. That's the problem we're now at. But no, you are 2 cards away, so it can't be you, so it's the druid's evil. Yes! We sacrificed 1 guy. We didn't need to. But, like, it's better that 1 innocent man dies than 3 guilty men walk free. New characters unlocked. Puka. Villagers adjacent to me are corrupted if possible. One lie. I lie in disguise. Okay. They were crazy when they added that guy. The Wretch. I love the Wretch. They just feel... They're so me. I feel so safe when I'm around the Wretch. 3 is a real confessor. Let's start there, then. I am dizzy. Okay, well, already we're starting there. Fortune teller. Cool. I need someone to say something about another guy. 6, 2, or 4. Alright, we're gonna bring these guys out here, then. 2 or 7 is a minion. Okay. There's some information here. So if it's 2 or 7... Let's go ahead and say you're evil. For the purposes of this thought experiment. You're evil, and you're good, and you're telling the truth as well. And then you're good because of this. And 4 and 6 are good. So I'd want you... You would have to reinforce this. So I'd need to know... but you already only tell me... You would tell me that they're evil. Okay, so I need someone who... I just need to know. I need to kill the knight. Okay, I just needed to kill the knight because I needed to know that someone was good or evil for sure. And if they didn't die, they were for sure good. If they died and that revealed that they were good, that was, like, the best way to do it. So, like, that was... I had to sacrifice the knight there. It's nice that it gave me the counselor. So now now I know that you're bad. So, like, I'll learn if one of them's evil. So I can't do that. That's... I needed the knight not to die. This is actually a worse outcome, somehow. But that means you were good and you were turned into... Well, you could also be an outcast. How many outcasts we got in the deck here? It's possible that we just have a Plague Doctor there as well. Oh, yeah, we don't have any fakes. Unless... What the hell? Who are you? Oh, because the Puka... Villagers adjacent to me are corrupted. If possible. Okay. I'd love to have at least known if they were the Puka, I guess. 3 is a real confessor. Your fates are intertwined now. Because you could be corrupted, and they're evil. They could be corrupted, and you're good. You could be lying, and they're evil. I should have used the Slayer to kill him. That would have been a lot better. No, actually, it doesn't matter. I guess I just gotta go with using the Slayer on the Confessor. Try that. Starts... Couldn't kill 3. That doesn't mean anything, because you could be evil together. Why did I choose him? You could literally be... I want nothing on the board, except for... You're sus. You're sus. You could be corrupted. one way or the other. If you were corrupted, you'd corrupt. Ah! What do? Learn if any of them are evil. But like you could be corrupted right now. I'm trying to work out if I want to skip someone. I want to do these two or these two or these two so that I can work out if maybe two people are corrupted between someone that's Puka, or if I want to learn Puka and someone else. I think it's probably better that I go around and see if people are evil. I think I need to go the Slayer and the Oracle. I don't know if this is the right play. Is 2 or 4 evil false? Okay. Okay. So then there's information on the board to play with now. Let's go with you're evil in this situation. If you're evil, someone here is at least evil. It can't be both of you. Let's go with you're evil. Because if you're evil and you're evil, then you could be good and corrupted. And you'd be next to 2 people that could corrupt you. If you were Puka, you would be telling me a lie, so you wouldn't be able to be Puka. What was the other guy, though? The witch? The minion. Okay. It's 6, 2, 4, or you. Or none of you. If you're corrupted. This 6, 2, 4, or you. Okay. In this situation, there's only 2 bad guys right now, and that's all we need. But would this mean there's more? If you couldn't kill them, you would be corrupted. You wouldn't be corrupted. You wouldn't be corrupted. Okay. I think there's, like, a way to unravel this. There's... The Slayer is evil in this situation. In this scenario, you cannot be evil, you are corrupted. That means you're telling the truth, you're a good person. That means you saying 2 or 7. Where's 7? 7. 1 is the minion. You'd be corrupted. But if they're the minion, then it would leave you. You would be lying. So that means all these guys would be good. This is an impossible situation because you would have to be Puka. Because in this situation, you have to be the minion, and you would have to be Puka. And if that was the case, you would be giving me corruption, so that means you would have to be a good person. This doesn't resolve. Okay. This doesn't resolve. So we can't... This cannot be what happened. You died in the night. Do you still get to play? Do you get to still talk to people? I guess there might be mediums or stuff. I don't know. I don't know a lot about Blood on the Clock Tower. Still got to play. Still gotta, like, be there, I guess. As well. I guess that means you know who the bad guy was. Different. Everyone can still discuss when dead. Oh, okay. You just have to know that you're no longer alive, I guess. You just are like, yeah, I'm dead, but I'm gonna still talk. I mean, you know, I'd probably do that. I'd do a lot of talking if I were dead. I already do a lot of talking. I might be dead. I'm not dead. I'm the horror situation of I'm the guy that's actually dead, but I don't realize it. I've just been uploaded into Twitch streaming 24/7, and I don't realize it. My consciousness just being uploaded to Twitch so that they can make money off of me. No, let me out of the machine! Let me out! I didn't ask to be put in here! It's crazy that I puzzled that out. That situation out, so that can't be real. You're evil. You're not evil. But, like, you're evil. If you're evil... You're evil. Or... You're not evil. But let's like, take this, because then, one of you's Puka. There's a reason why you'd be good and unable to execute this guy. Because you would be... ruined. Then 2 or 7 is a minion, and that's why you would be lying. It's possible for you to be lying in this situation. Because, like, then you'd have to be Puka. And then you would be fine, so then 6, 2, or 4... 6, 2, 4, or yourself, but you're also... So this isn't possible because, like, you can't be Puka in this scenario. Because you would have to be Puka for this, which would explain you're Puka. You're the only guy who can be Puka, right? But then you can't be bad. You cannot be bad, because if you were bad, you would say I'm dizzy. Okay, but hear me out. If you were Puka... you could corrupt them, and then there'd be a reason why you couldn't kill them, because they'd be good, and you'd be able to corrupt them. So all these people, 6, 2, 4, you would be good. You can't be Puka. You can't be Puka! What the hell? But Puka, you could be Puka. No, because no. But you're Puka. That's why you're Puka, because then 2 or 4. Okay. You're sus. Everyone's sus. Get on here. You're all sus. No one's not sus anymore. No one's roles are revealed and dead players get 1 vote for the remainder of the game. Okay. Also, I saw you just got the Puka demon, and the game I'm in probably has Puka as the demon, and that's been screwing you up for the past few days because I keep screaming Puka. Yeah. Alright. So we just gotta work out who can be Puka, because there might be only one guy that could be Puka. How this resolves. You're Puka. You've been designated Puka. Which means 6, 2, 4 are all good. You, and you are good. Which would mean... Oh, God. 6, 2, and 4 are all good. What do you do when you lie? Both characters are good. Okay. That means 2 and 7. So this would work. But then 2 or 4, someone would have to be evil. But then you would be evil. You could be evil. And then 2 and 7 are good. So if you were evil in this situation, you, no matter what, would have to be lying. Like, you... So then you'd be evil. You'd be the evil guy. You would say you're not evil. This resolves. Then you're a real. Then you couldn't kill. This is the only way this resolves so far. Okay, what if you're Puka? If you're Puka, you're lying. If you're Puka, you can't be Puka, because then you would have to be good as well, because of the corruption. Okay, so what if you're Puka? Let's start here again. Puka means you would be corrupted. You would be lying. And you'd be corrupted. So then, you'd be lying. You would tell me, oh no! You're Puka in this situation. You become corrupted. You cannot kill. You would still have to be evil, though. You would literally have to be evil because, bro, you wouldn't be able to be corrupted, so you'd be evil. You'd have to both be evil. And then you would tell me 2 or 7 is minion, which couldn't be a possible corruption, and you couldn't possibly be evil. So we already had the 2 evils. So they couldn't be evil, you couldn't be evil. This isn't a possible. This doesn't resolve. I think we've already done that one, but I just want to double check. If you're Puka, this guy is doomed. This guy is lying, and which means that you're the minion, right? Because if you're lying, you would have to be lying. So that means you would have to be bad. So if you're Puka, you have to be evil, not just saying that you're dizzy because you're corrupted. And then, therefore, 2 or 7 works. 6, 2, or 4. But 6, 2, or 4, it can't be multiple, so it can't possibly be, because that doesn't work. If you're Puka, I think we've gone through this. I think we found the only possible permutation of this event. So it's what was it? You're Puka. You're not Puka! Ah! You're Puka. If you're Puka, you can't kill because you're corrupted. You are now corrupted, and now you think 2 or 7. And they're both good. So you could be Puka. 6, 2, or 4. 6, 2. I don't know. I don't see 4 on the board. 6, 2, or 4 are all. You'd be all cleared at this point. No matter what, you're all cleared. You're not all cleared because one of you would have to be evil in this situation because you're not evil or corrupted. So 6, 2, or 4. Which one of you? One of you's evil. Why is this so hard? 3 feels like a good Puka candidate? It can't be. It doesn't resolve. It can't possibly resolve if they're Puka. Okay, like, literally no one's sus anymore. No one can be sus anymore. We've been through this. If you're Puka, it doesn't resolve. Too many people need to be evil. If you're Puka... Oh, wait! They tell you if they're corrupted when they're dead? That's crazy! Okay, 6, 2, and 4 are all good. Okay, 6, 2, 4, all good. 6, 2, 4, all good. It can't be you because you're dead. You don't resolve. You could be Puka and saved yourself from this. 2 and 7 is minion, which is not true. You're both good. You have to be Puka. You have to be Puka! Right? Because if you were... You have to be Puka. You have to be Puka. We finally got him! Why did I think they couldn't be Puka last time? How far did we... deep did we get? 7-2. Okay. That's good. So now, both of you are cleared. So you're clear. Oh, but because you're evil, and you can't be corrupted, it's over for you. I've literally... There's been so many times I was looking at if one of you's Puka. If one of you's the bad guy, it has to be the other. And then something didn't resolve over here? 2 or 7. 2 or 4. Evil. False. Was I don't know. I don't think... That didn't feel good no matter what. Okay, the baker. One random unrevealed good villager becomes a baker. Learn which villager I was. Okay. So I could... If I just start with bakers, I could just accidentally click everyone into becoming bakers? Learn which side of the circle is more evil. Okay. Learn equal if both sides are equally evil. Like, what side? Like, is it sides from you? Are you the split down the middle, or is it split down the middle like on my screen, like top to bottom? Ascension level increase? I don't know if I can do that, but whatever. There are two evils among all characters, kill them. Yeah, kill them. Go, we might got a drunk out here. Okay. The medium. 3 is a real alchemist. You cured 2 corruption. Well, then I want to start with this. We have a witch, don't we? We don't have a witch. Okay, let's just have everyone. Cured 2 corruptions? If you're telling me the truth, then you're fine. Who could possibly corrupt in here? None of you corrupt. This is stupid. You're stupid. You're lying to me. No one can be corrupted. You're drunk. Okay. Apparently it's illegal to be drunk. Yeah, the drunk... Okay, so what's the drunk do? Again, I disguise as a random, not-in-play villager. I am corrupted and I lie. I cannot be cured. Well, you know, maybe it was what was best. This is... I've been trained to see that lie as just like a lie and that's it. Because there was no corruption. Well, I mean, there's one corruption. Because the one guy can corrupt themselves and be hidden. So, like, that's a new guy. I didn't know he existed, really. So, let's just go with everything else. 4 is good. So you're gonna tie yourself to 4. 7 or 6 is a minion. Okay. If 6 is a minion, that would mean 4 is also bad. If 7... 3 is the real alchemist. You literally lie to me. You literally lied to me. You cannot be corrupted. There's no other drugs. You're literally dead. Okay. Gone. 7. This was true. Which means you're now good, because is it one or the other? Learn that 1 out of 2 characters. Okay, so it's 1 out of 2. So you're literally good, which means you're clear as well. No evils, which means that's true. You can't be corrupted. So what I can do is just kill the knight. There was a puka in here? People could have been corrupted? I don't know. I got lucky. That's literally just luck, that entire game, as it turns out. Game start. There are 2 same villager roles in current village. I lie and disguise. 2 same villager roles in current village. Okay. I lie and disguise. Learn up to 3 characters. Among them are 1 villager, 1 outcast, and 1 evil, if possible. Okay. Who we got out here? We don't have the witch, do we? We can activate everyone, which is like kind of good sometimes. I'm just gonna do it. It gives everyone watching the ability to like play along before I get there anyway, if y'all want. Closest evil is clockwise, and we know which way clockwise is because they tell us. Is there like another... Yes, there's Judge, Knight, Druid, Enlightened, Slayer, Medium. Druid, Medium, Judge, okay. And there's a double, so yeah, okay. That all works out. We got 2 Slayers. And there are 2 villager roles, 2 of the same villager roles in the current village. You lie and you disguise. That doesn't clear them, right? Because, like, the same role could be, like, disguised, though. Plague Doctor could have... Okay, who else is in here? It's just Minion. So there's only one chance for for a corruption, and it's from you. I'm gonna use the Slayer to kill the Knight. Whoa! Hell yeah! Because, like, I could do it, but they could be corrupted. But, like, you know, the Slayer could be corrupted as well, but, like, I could just use the other Slayer. That's good. So that's cleared you completely. I think that means you're evil. And then... learn one random outcast among them, if any. Well, what have we got for outcast? We only have a Plague Doctor. So you're not useful. Unless you're not a real outcast. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Learn a good character in this role. It was you. One is the real enlightened. So now your fates are intertwined. Closest evil is clockwise. It's possible, but it would have to be one of you guys. It can't be you. It would have to be you. You would have to be literally evil. You're the only person who can be evil according to this. So literally right now you're telling me the enlightened is good, but the good enlightened is saying that you're bad. So, that sucks for you. I don't know. It just must be like, must feel like they're they're really you know, just it must suck to not have the enlightened have your back on that one. So if that's the case, you were the only guy. You could be evil, but like, I think this is the best way to do that. Okay, could not kill, so you could be corrupted. And you could be corrupted. But like, it's either one. But like, wouldn't it be more likely that you're corrupted because like, you're out here? The judge... learn if someone's lying. I think it should be the Slayer. If the Slayer's lying... No, it needs to be you. Because, like, you can't double... There's no double corruption. So, it must be the Enlightened. Number one is lying. They could be corrupted. Let's use the Plague Doctor. One is not corrupted. So that means they're evil. Gone. Got him. It's over for them. Puppeteer! Game start. Random adjacent villager becomes a puppet. It's evil, but cannot lie. Oh no. They're changing the rules on me every 5 seconds. Okay, we got a shaman and a puppeteer. We got a bombardier. Knitter, a medium judge, slayer, empress. That's all what's possible out here. We don't have a witch, do we? No, let's just grab everyone then. There are 2 pairs of evil. There's no other knitter, right? Okay. So you're tying yourself to the Empress. Let's get them these colors together. And remember that it's not because they're good. And then the Slayer. Well, like, I just kinda wanna go for you anyway. There's another medium over here? We got 3 mediums. 6 is a real bombardier. Okay, so we got these pairings at the moment. Do we have any possible way of corruption? We don't. The people are either lying because they're bad or telling the truth. Okay. But some of y'all could cover each other. There are 2 pairs of evil. Remember. So, okay. This has to be like a this resolves if this resolves. But apparently I'm really bad at that. We got Knitter, you 2. That means there are 2 pairs of evil. What does that even mean? There's literally 2 evil people. That's not possible. You're lying to me. That means it has to be you. What? Oh, you're the puppet. You're not lying. Right. Lucky me. Oh, because we have the puppet and the puppeteer, so we have 3, so you're telling the truth. I just got lucky. But that means that there's 2 pairs of evil. That means between the 3 of them, there has to be, it literally has to be you. Or you, like, it has to be, you know. Okay, we can work this out. 1 is evil. 8, 5, or 2. You can't be corrupted. So it has to be literally you guys. And then that falls into there. You're covering you. And 8 and 4 covered. The judge doesn't matter. It's literally, it has to be you guys, because, like, you're the only way this resolves. It's so easy once you just, like, take a random guess and then it resolves the entire game for you. Pick 1 character, learn an evil role. If evil picked, learn correct info. Pick 1 character, learn an evil role. Okay, alright. Who we got? Who we got in here? Puka, Puppeteer, Plague Doctor. So much corruption possible in here. Intermediate. At least we can see everyone, so let's see everyone. Everyone get out here. There's so much chance for corruption that I can't just try and kill you. 5 is a real scout. Start there. Puka is 4 cards away from closest evil. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, like, I'm not saying that it's you, but, like, it would have to be... It's literally impossible, though, because we have 3 evils. If you're 4 cards away, you're literally lying to me. I'm just saying, there's not enough spaces on the board to be 4 cards away from at least every single evil, as one of the evils. That's not true. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's actually true. I literally, you're right. I was just stupid. But that means if you're right, then two of the other people are together. And 2 cards away from closest evil. So that means it could be you or you. That already lends itself to this kind of situation, but it can't possibly work like that unless we have a puppet. We do have a puppet, right. So you could be telling the truth and a puppet. And then you would be Puka. And then you would be the other evil. Puppet is 1 card away from closest evil, which then resolves because it would be you and you literally no, it'd be you and you. And the puppet, you'd have to be the puppet. I think this is solved. Both sides are equally evil, would literally resolve if it was literally like this, because you'd be in the middle, and everyone is telling the truth. That doesn't make sense. 6 or 5 is a puppeteer. 6. Puppeteer is 1 card away from close. It's not! It doesn't resolve, because if you're Puka, you would have to be Puka, and then you would be lying to me, and then Puppeteer would be... It's not possible! This entire thing is not possible anymore! Like, what? How did this happen? There is only 1 pair of evil. Like, it all makes sense, though! So positive. I'm not able to I think I need to kill the knight. I think I need to kill the knight. I don't have a slayer, so I just gotta do it. They were a corrupted knight, which sucks, but now we know that like, either of you are Puka. I can use him now, can I? Because, like, the thing is, I was thinking I would do that first, but like, what's the point? I'm okay with oh, that was worth 9 health? When did that happen? Okay. I didn't know that I could use him after. I didn't want to waste it because, like, just saving the knight's life when the knight dying would even give us information at this point was a worthy sacrifice to me. But 2 is evil and 4 is corrupt. So 2 is evil. This is the truth. And 4 is corrupt. Yeah, we knew that one. So 2 is evil. You're gone. The puppeteer is out. Okay. That means 6 or 5 is puppeteer. You're... 6... Okay, so... 5 is real, then. And that means... You claiming 5... So you're both good, and that means 6 is also good now. And you were right about both sides being equally evil. How does that work without you being evil? Because you're a puppet! You have to be the puppet then, because you're telling the truth. And if both sides are equally evil, and there's 3 guys, it has to be the one guy that's down the middle making it, unless someone's Puka. Unless we got Puka over here. Wait, we have Puka. We do have Puka. Okay, so you're sus. You'd have to be Puka in this situation. How does that resolve? I am 2 cards away from closest evil. That would literally be true. 1, 2. Unless... you're evil. Wait. That can't be true. Because it needs to be someone before then, because both sides are equally evil. But if you're Puka, then this isn't true at all. Then how does that even resolve? There's only 1 pair of evil. And you're not corrupted. There is 1 pair of evil. I guess it can't be you and you. There's a pair of evil. There's a pair of evil. Don't forget about that. There's literally a pair of evil. Puppet is 1 card from closest evil. You could be the puppet. But if you were the puppet, then you wouldn't be 2 cards away. And then this wouldn't be true. But then okay, we need to start working out how Puka resolves. That's literally the only way now. And I don't like that. I hate that. I hate when this happens. Start at medium. If medium is Puka, then that's not possible because you would have been corrupted. So you are not Puka. But you're still sus. If you're Puka, you'd be corrupted? And this would be... You're not Puka. You're not Puka. Because if you were corrupted, you would be evil and you're cleared. You're like one of the only 2 people cleared. Why are you cleared again? Right, because the dead guy led me to you. And that meant 6 or 5 was puppeteer, and that's not true. Wait. That doesn't mean that you're good, though. Right? What? Lie. Does that clear the people that they're lying? Both? It has to. There's no other way for the game to resolve without that. Took us to here, yeah. And then you're here. But that means you're telling the truth. You could be corrupt. You can't be corrupted. Because you were corrupted. You're literally still telling the truth. You're still telling the truth. How could you possibly be telling the truth? You have to be Puka. You have to be Puka! Because you can't be Puka. If you were Puka, you can't be Puka. You could be Puka, and this is just a lie. And then there's a pair of evil. Which means you're... the puppet. Because this has to be true. You're literally cleared, right? Unless... No, 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 no. Unless... No, you could be lying. No, because, like, we had the puppet left. One of these guys has to be Puka. Which means it has to be you. And that means you can't be lying. So it has to be you as well, but you're telling the truth because you're the puppet. It's the only way it resolves. It's the only way this resolves. It's literally the only way this resolves. You're Puka. Therefore, you're telling the truth though! Wait, that doesn't make sense! It doesn't make sense. Don't do it yet. You're lying because of Puka. You just saved your own ass, okay? Just for a moment here. That means you're lying, because if it can't be you, then it's you, and then you're dead! Yes! We were so close to killing the entire town. The village, sorry. The witness. Learn a character that was affected by an evil ability. Okay. You surprised that worked, Crimsonary? I am surprised that worked as well, because I was so sure that they had to be telling the truth, and it's just like, wait a minute. If one of these is Puka, then the other one can't be telling the truth, so we eventually got there. It was... But, like, if I'd just been a little faster on that knife, it would have been all over. Puppeteer, makes the puppet evil, but they don't lie. He also just makes the person next to him a puppet. I don't... Not always the person next to him by the look of things, but it makes the... Oh, I guess it was. Is it always the person next to him? I guess that would have been an easier way to work that out. Can I go to that? Because that would have made things a lot easier if I didn't go, like, all the way around, huh? And I just didn't notice that. The person next to him's a puppet. That's good to know. But yeah, I was so close to killing this guy, but I'm like, even if this guy's the puppet, he would then be corrupted anyway, because he's usually telling the truth. So, like, I still got there through logic. I just didn't know all the rules of the game, I guess. I relied on at least the rules that I knew correctly. Number 1 is a real bombardier. That's a lot of outsiders. How many outsiders we got? They're all here. They're all allowed to be here. We do have a witch out here as well. And Puka. I hate Puka so much. Get rid of Puka. Sorry, don't get rid of Puka, but like, just stop using Puka so often. You cured 2 corruptions. 1 is Bombardier. 3 was affected by an evil... which one of you is 3? You're affected by evil. I could kill you. No. I could go to 6. I want to see these guys, I think, because if they're cured of corruptions... If it's 2 corruptions... Okay, here's the thing. If you did cure a corruption, I can use the Slayer on you. And no, okay, because that would resolve itself before I even do it. Right? So... Puka. Which one's Puka? Because it means that someone out here is Puka. It could be you. No, because then you'd be lying. But also you could just be lying. I don't know what number is the lie. I guess it could randomly generate a number as long as it's not the truth. How does it work? It doesn't really say. It doesn't go into detail. I can't open you because the witch is out here. No evils adjacent to you. Okay, so if we were to believe that, you would have cured someone's corruptions. There's corruptions out here. Hard. Number 3 was affected by an evil. Which one? 3? You. What's the evils? Afflictions? Okay. So what this means is... there's no way for you to have been the corruption that's cured. So it could be you or Puka, and then therefore... and then this or this was the Plague Doctor. Which is entirely possible, because I don't think you can corrupt guys who aren't... you know, we can't corrupt the outliers, I think. So the witness saying that leads me to believe that as long as you're not an evil... what's the other evil? We got Witch and Puka. Okay, so... the only thing that kind of makes sense to me... because, like, no, but, like, there's Puka out here. I've never seen it happen. But can the witch or any bad guys disguise themselves as outcasts? Because I don't know. So I'd believe that this is true. And if I believe that's true, it would have to be you, because you'd be Puka in this situation. You wouldn't have to be Puka. But you would also have to be Puka, because if the Plague Doctor got to them, then the only way for you to have cured 2 corruptions would be if... it can't be. You'd need a Puka here, and a Plague Doctor on either of them. In the latest update. Okay, so that it can be an outsider. Okay, that's interesting. Well, it makes sense, because you need to have this possibility as well. But if they were corrupted, then you're bad. So so I kind of think that kind of resolves, right? But then you're corrupted. But then wait. If you were Puka, you would know that there's an evil next to you, but you would be corrupted. But then this would cure. But then, so then you're corrupted by the Plague Doctor. So you'd have to be the one that's corrupted by the Plague Doctor in that case. So you can't be... I think I used the Slayer on 4. Got it. Yes, alright. And that means... you're lying to me. So we kill the Bombardier. That's a terrifying thing, no matter if you got 100% on it. It's just the only thing that resolved at the start of the... like, I was already pulling towards that, and the more information I got, it's like, yeah, that's the only way it resolves. Learn random info from the poet. Okay. Who we got out here? We got a witch, so we'll always miss a guy. Let's start flipping a couple people over. I hate you. I just hate architects. No, not to be rude. But I kind of hate architects right now. I shouldn't. Closest evil is counterclockwise. How many? So you would be, like, okay. So if you're telling the truth, in every situation of you telling the truth, you have to be bad. 6 was affected by an evil, so let's see what 6 is. Evils are not adjacent to each other. That doesn't mean anything. You could still be lying. I think I want to see more of what's going over on this side. I am 3 cards away from a corrupted character. You could be corrupted, though. Let's see... this guy. Alright. I don't want to do this guy. 2 evils are adjacent to you. Yeah, let's go with 5 then. Okay, 2 slayers. Interesting. 2 evils are adjacent to you. That's an interesting thought, because we have Puka. No, we don't have Puka, so Puka can't make you lie, which is like, if Puka, that would not resolve if Puka was next to you anyway. So we got the lover who was just saying, is there no way for corruption? Plague doctor. Oh, that could be a plague doctor out there. It's a 50-50 if it's a wretch or a plague doctor. Okay. You would fit the both sides equally narrative. 6 needs to be affected by an evil. How would 6 be affected by an evil? 1 fake outcast is added to the deck. You cannot reveal the last... I mean, you'd be right if I didn't click 6, I guess. I think you're not telling me the truth. I think you can't possibly be telling me the truth because there's no... There's nothing here that does corrupted. And that means you would be lying as well. Let's just mark these guys for death. That's a good start. No one can be corrupted. Evils are not adjacent to each other, which could possibly still be true. No! No, because if that's the case, then you would be lying. And because it would have to be you to be even. Oh, what is going on now? Slayer. We could use the Slayer on some people. If 6 was affected by an evil, that could be true. Why can that be true? We don't have evils that affect people, unless they consider the corruption an evil. I'm glad that you won, Siven. It's nice to hear some good news, because I'm out here trying my best, but it's not enough. You don't want me on your team in a clock tower game. Evils are not adjacent to each other. Wait, because no, you can... This could be true. This could still be true, because you could be affected by the Plague Doctor. If you were affected by the Plague Doctor, you would be lying and still be a good guy. And they're fine. You would resolve. It sucks to not know who the outcast is. It's really bad. We don't have anyone that reveals that. Closest evil is counterclockwise. So it's... There's 2 evils adjacent to you. It's okay, so there's... Let's... Everyone's... No one's sus, except for you, you, and you. In this situation, 2 evils adjacent to you, you'd be correct. And then the architect would be correct on this. And you would... In this, you're corrupted, so... And they're not touching. You're 3 away from corrupted. This is Plague Doctor. We can't it has to be Plague Doctor, right? Because if it's not, let's go. And then, you're not adjacent. Both sides equally evil. Everyone else is telling the truth, except for you. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. But let's try... You're an outlier, so there's no plague. Which means... You're just not... You're just lying outright in that scenario. Which would then mean... Oh, what bad guys do we have? Yeah, 1 outcast is added. We know that. So... If that's the... I mean, we should probably just use a Slayer on... What? Wait, the Slayer... If the Slayers are the bad guys, the Slayers would be the bad guys in the situation, huh? But if you can't kill that guy, it doesn't help. If you can kill... No, if the Slayer can kill... If either of these Slayers can kill you... Okay, this is how we resolve. If either of the Slayers can kill you... Okay, you're literally just evil. You're right. You both sides are equally evil. The closest one is counterclockwise. You'd be right, so it has to be you, and you. And that means you're right. You are now also right, because now you're 3 away from the corrupted. It's the only thing that resolves. It's the only thing I see. It's the only thing that resolves. It's over for you. It's over. Just like that. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for the clock tower. No! Oh, right at the end when we, the ad started in the middle, in my big finish? What? No! Ah! No one got to see my big finish? That's crazy. I'm so mad. Also, Joey sent me a message. And by me, I mean my Discord. No one saw it! That's so bad. Oh my god. I'm just now seeing the Mew stylus that Joey sent in my Discord, and it's something. It did not look like it should. It's not. It doesn't look like it's safe for work. Ads were more important. Yeah, I feel so bad because like I scienced the hell out of that. I logicked my way out of. It's like you could be the only person affected by corruption. I saw the line. I saw the narrow way through, and I was right. And I was like, just to be sure, there's only one other circumstance that I don't know if it fully resolved, but using the 2 slayers on one person who I thought was telling the truth, but if they were lying, that would change everything. But the thing is, that would mean at least one of the slayers would still have to be bad. The other... No, because then there was no corruptions. Like, there wouldn't be enough corruptions on the board for the lover to be lying, and for... Yeah, so... I guess I didn't need to do that, but I did it anyway, just to double check. I'm gonna go into the next round. I've waited a little bit for the ads, but most of them should be done by now. Alright, what do we have on this one? Common... Poisoner Lilith. We didn't really look at what Lilith does. Kill a random... unrevealed character, deal 2 damage to you. Kill a random... At night? What do you mean? Kill a random unrevealed character. Deal 2 damage to you. What's nighttime? Is it gonna take time? Oh, every time I kill... I only have 3 kills before nighttime. Okay. Well, we can... No! They're not kills! This is bad. This is bad! You're a... Yeah. Don't do it! Okay. 4 cards away from a corrupted character, so that could be you. 8 is a real confessor. I'm just gonna have to... It's not as much health being lost as me just stabbing in the dark, so I'm gonna have to let Lilith do her thing. I hate you so much. I guess all I can do is... Everyone's revealed. I still lose the dells. I didn't realize. Okay. Okay. I am the original baker. What order? I did do you last, so that's possible. You're dizzy. 8 is a real confessor, but they are dizzy. How does that work? The poisoner. 1 adjacent villager is corrupt. Okay, so that means you could be, or you could be. And then you'd be lying. You are a dreamer. What does the dreamer do? Right, learn an evil role. If evil picked, learn correct info. Okay. You're a dreamer. I should be able to judge... You are the original Baker. This is true. This is 100% true. No one can dispute that, I feel like. One of you guys could be the poisoner. So I think I should probably just use this on the bard. Could be poisoner. Yeah, I know. That's... Learn an evil roll if evil picked, learn correct info. What? I don't think I understood how Dreamer works. I don't think I get it. I don't think I understand how Dreamer works. I don't think I understood it for a moment. I don't understand it. I think I must kill the knight. I think that's... if it's you, if you're the poisoner, then you poisoned you, probably. So it's just, like, worth it to see. It is the players if you select an evil player. Okay, so what you're saying is I just learned that I was right about this? Siven could be poisoner. Alright. Nope, that's not what you said at all. Okay, knight. Well, that's good. I should have gone for the knight if I didn't stop. Okay. I shouldn't have stopped. I shouldn't have pulled over. Turn this car around. I'm so stupid. Alright, so the poisoner out here, which means you could be lying. Or you are corrupted. I don't know who's corrupted. I don't know if there's a way to resolve this easily. Dreamer tells you one of the possible evil rolls. If you select someone evil, it will tell you their evil roll. A good way to confirm them is having them select a dead evil. So if they correctly say who they are, they're good. They don't, they're corrupted or evil. So that wasn't my way of just saying that. Okay, so I should have waited and then used them on the poisoner to see if they were good. Okay, that's... I shouldn't have used... Okay, alright, that's fine. You're dead. I don't think there's a lot of information here for me to really work with. Like, on the last village. Okay, so let's play... I think you're good. You're the original Baker. It makes sense. I don't know how Baker works, so I haven't been burned by the Baker, so I don't know how they could be wrong in this situation. So if you're telling me 8 is the real Confessor, then the Confessor is telling me they're dizzy. That would mean that the Poisoner... No, it's not possible, because the Poisoner's not next to them. If the Poisoner's not next to them, you're literally evil. Or you're corrupted. No, wait, no, because you can't be corrupted. That's what we've just learned. You can't be corrupted because you're the only outcast out here, and you're the only one who corrupts. So you're literally evil. Gone. You're lying to me. You can't be corrupted. You're also evil. It's over for you. It's literally over for all of you. It's literally over. It's over. It's over for you. Ascension complete. My score, Ascension 3, 2020. Good year, right? Like, in retrospect, this is pretty good. Damn, we're on Ascension 4. I don't know if I want to... I've gone 20 minutes overtime, and I'm thinking I should probably call it. But if you've been enjoying the stream, I definitely want to come back to this. I wasn't sure this would work for more than one stream, but it seems like people are still, like, interested. I felt like the idea of watching someone do this would be like, it'd be an interesting way to see if I want to play it, maybe. But then I wouldn't stick around, but like, I was clearly wrong about that one. Ascension 4 is where Endless unlocks, it seems. So wait, do I need to finish Ascension 4 to get... Does it save if I quit in the middle of the run? I don't know how Ascensions work. You're currently on Ascension 8, Crimsonary. Well, thanks for your help with some of this, working out some of the rules, because some of it's not as straightforward as, like, you think it is, I guess. It's not bad. I think some of it is you have to learn through failure as well. Then once you do that, you can kind of keep that in mind. Yeah, some of them aren't very, so, like, I don't even really know if me clearing the baker was because they really were a good baker, or if it's possible for them to be evil and say that. And considering, like, the order I picked them, it makes sense. One of the things I have to find out the hard way was if Lilith could kill an evil with her ability. She in fact can. Yeah, that was another thing I was thinking of, is that if she could kill someone evil, then that changes the amount of evils that I have on the board, and it changes everything. But I was lucky to see in that moment that, like, if the corruptions... We've already dealt with all the corruptions, and then we saw, like, the confessor saying that they were dizzy. So that means, well, then they have to be bad. And then the person then saying that they're the good confessor, they're a real confessor, also has to be bad because we've dealt with all the corruptions. So luckily, I was able to put together that the dead guy was in fact good, but, you know, I could see that pretty much going any other way if you don't have that information available to you. So it's a hard game. Some of them seem like they're not as solvable as others. But I guess that's what happens when you have it kind of like generated from just cards. Game today where the wretch registered as evil to Lilith. So she killed one of her own minions. Okay. Interesting. Do I have Lilith in here? Because I'd love to see what Lilith does again. Kill a random unrevealed character, deal 2 damage to you. Okay. Wretch registered as evil to Lilith. So they didn't kill the wretch. How does that work? How do they do that? We'll prioritize killing good characters first. We'll not kill herself when she is the only card left. Okay, there's that too. So yeah, because of the hint. One of the things they changed was sometimes all of the evils would disguise as the same person and say the other were good, essentially making it a 50-50 who is bad and who is good. Yeah, okay, it's good. I guess it's good to take that out of a game when there's like a single player. I could see that like happening in I don't know, Werewolf or something, where it becomes not solvable if you don't have all the information. And like that just happens, and you know, there's no way to fix it in a game like that. You just go, that was like a harder one to solve, and you gotta go with your gut. But like you're playing those games for the social aspects as well as the deduction. This one's more the deduction, I guess. It's a little bit more social when I decide to stream it, I guess. But I definitely want to come back to this. I might just go to this one directly on Monday. I know I haven't come back to a lot of the roguelikes that I've streamed. I mean, Wordplay. And there's so many others that I've been wanting to get to. So it really is the summer of roguelikes in here. So we're coming back on Monday with that. Let me put me in the center. That's me in the corner. Go to menu. I don't think that kills my run, does it? If it does, then you know it's just a game. It's just a game. We can come back to it. I don't mind. But yeah, thank you all for being here. It's nice seeing some new faces, some people coming back as well. I hope y'all enjoyed Demon Bluff, even if it was just me ranting and screaming to myself sometimes. I guess that's why some people show up at this point. I don't know if that's my kind of content to watch, but I guess if I'm gonna be interesting for someone, that's nice. Good to know. Thanks to everyone who's showed up. Hit the follow if you want to see more in the future. We do stream around the same time every single weekday. I have the schedule down in my panels or wherever it shows it. It doesn't show it in the panels. I mean, that shows my previous, like, my history. my history of schedule, whatever, so that you know around when I stream. But also, I have set up a proper schedule of 3 hours every weekday, and you can see it there if you want to know. When I start like 3.5 hours ago, and we go to usually a little earlier, but sometimes when we're feeling it, when there's not a good time to stop off, I'll sit around for another half hour or so, and you know, it's a rough, it's like a soft. I say rough and soft. It's like a soft end of the stream before then. But thanks y'all for joining. It's been good. Y'all have I would actually want to ask, do y'all have any suggestions for other games? I mean, you could join the Discord, !Discord in the chat should get you there, but there's the place in there that I haven't really had a lot of people suggest games, but like, I am kind of looking for more roguelikes for the roguelike summer. So if anyone wants to jump in there to see, to suggest something, it'd be nice to see that. But Demon Bluff, if you haven't tried it, the demo is still out. The demo is still going. It's still going strong. I don't know why they would get rid of it at this point. They'd probably make a lot of people mad, me included, because I want to get back to it. But it's got me hooked. It's got the claws digging into me, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to play some more. But I do have to be conscious of not streaming for ever because I got other priorities that I gotta take precedent at some point. But yeah, thanks everyone for being here, and I'll see you next time. See you Monday. Probably more of this. Bye. Bye.